Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Uberhood challenge. We're getting ready to move Lilith and her family over to River Blossom Hills, but before I do that, I like to play some of the side families, and I like to do this with story progression mod installed, so that this way all the neighborhoods we've already played age and grow, and we don't just have Lilith's family aging while everyone else kind of remains frozen in time indefinitely. So I like to give, the rest of the Sims in the neighborhood a little chance to evolve alongside her. And today I thought I'd show you a little bit behind the scenes what that process looks like. In the past I've always done this off camera, but this is hopefully going to be the last leg of the challenge, so I figured it might be fun to bring you guys along this time and show you a little bit behind the scenes and a little bit of a peek into what the other families in the neighborhood are up to. So let's start off. I'll just show you how we go about this. We're going to load up Lilith's family first. Of course, this isn't about Lilith's family, but the reason we're loading up her family is because we want to make sure that story progression is disabled for them. We don't want Lilith getting even older or her pregnancy progressing while I'm not playing her. So first of all, we have to load up this family and freeze story progression for her. I'll show you the whole process. Right, so here's Lilith's family. You can see I've got a bunch of pose boxes out from when I was filming the last machinima. Okay, and we're not actually going to be playing them, obviously. Oh, she wants to get married to literally anyone at this point. Anyway, never mind that. So I have the story progression mod by Lazy Duchess installed, and this is a mod that's still in beta, and I don't know if it's going to be finished at some point or not, but it's a little bit experimental. It doesn't work perfectly, but this isn't a perfect neighborhood. This just needs to be good enough for our purposes. So what we're going to do, once you have the mod installed, if we click on, you can click any member of the family, and then click story progression, general, and then we can disable off-screen aging, and we can disable story progression. We don't want to disable it just for Lilith though, we want to disable it for her family. So disable off-screen aging for my family, so this way Lilith won't be getting older and her pregnancy won't be progressing. And then we also want to go in and disable story progression for my family. And you can see from these notifications that those things have now been disabled. There is also an option to disable it for a whole neighborhood. I don't know how exactly that works, but that's everything we need to do. So now we can just save this family and go back to the neighborhood. And just to make life a little bit easier, since we're going to be moving Lilith anyway, I'm going to move her family into the sim bin. So let's just move them, and the story progression settings I've just set up will save when I do this, so don't worry about that. There they are, lovely. Right, so there's this family here, the Optimus family. I like to turn off story progression for them as well. They've been sitting in the sim bin almost the whole playthrough, but I've always imagined them being part of River Blossom Hills. I just associate the Optimus really strongly with River Blossom Hills, so since we're going to be playing them later, I don't want them getting involved in any story progression business now. I don't want Peter getting into any nonsense while we're not playing him. So once again, we're going to need to disable story progression for this family. And because they're not living anywhere, we have to move them into a lot first. I'm just going to dunk something down over here. It's just for a quick test, so it doesn't need to be a proper lot. We'll just pop them down here and do basically the exact same process. So let's move them in. I haven't actually added River Blossom Hills to the Uberhood yet. I'm adding each neighborhood in stages, because that way I don't have to disable story progression for the neighborhoods I haven't played yet. I can just leave them alone. Right, so once again, we're going to click Dora. We can click anyone. I've just chosen Dora. Story progression, general, disable off-screen aging for my family, and story progression, no, story progression, general, disable story progression for my family. Right, and then the Optimuses can wait until we've added River Blossom Hills, because I don't want to play these guys just yet, and I don't want them meeting people or getting into any mischief. Just save that and return to the neighborhood. Now, there's a couple of other households that I would like to disable story progression for. Obviously, I think everybody else in Belladonna Cove is free to do whatever. I actually think a little bit of story progression will be great for Malcolm. You know, maybe he can move on from stalking Lilith. We'll see. What's good is because we've disabled story progression for Lilith, nobody is going to be forming relationships with her, but they could form relationships with other people. So any of her exes might suddenly decide to get engaged, and if that happens, I want to just let that happen, leave it up to chance a little bit. You know, I feel like she has so many romantic options at this point. You know, it's good to have some of them doors closed, in my opinion. Right, and then I think most of these, I can't think of anyone else. I thought about disabling it for Angela, but I think we might actually play Angela a little bit during this section, so we'll leave Angela alone, but there is someone else. So if you've been wondering where John Mole is, for a while he was just hanging out in the sim bin, but I moved him into a lot because of the same reason I moved the Optimuses into a lot. I just wanted him out of the way, and I placed him down in this random little lot. Oh, yeah, I was thinking of having like a playable, I think this is a Pleasant Sims lot. I was thinking of having like a playable jail and playing Romeo there, but then I never actually did that. And I just needed John Mole out the way, so I moved him here. I actually think it might be interesting to have John Mole return. I don't want to like make it a major part of the story necessarily, but I think it would be fun if John Mole, my vision for him was always that he got abducted kind of Bela Goth style and went missing for quite a long period, but it has been a while now. I imagine it's been at least a few years in game. I mean, how old is Nemo now? Like 5 or 6? So he's been gone, you know, quite a few years. So let's just take John Mole. It's so funny they're showing Romeo. Romeo isn't in this household, it's just because the thumbnail isn't regenerating. And what I thought might be fun is maybe placing him down in Strange Town. You know, traditionally, Bela Goth gets picked up by aliens and then found in Strange Town, right? That's part of the lore, if you like. And I don't know, I feel like it could be quite good fun to have John Mole find his way to Strange Town in kind of the same way. I remember I got a comment, or maybe it was a message on Tumblr from someone years ago now, maybe not years ago, like a year ago. And they said they had a dream that John Mole found himself in Strange Town and he was like staying with some alien woman. So I thought it might be fun to put him in Strange Town. I'm even wondering about putting him in the singles house, but maybe that's a bit on the nose. I'm just going to put him in this little Western style house here, and we're not going to play him, but I think it'd be fun to like place him down here and then just sort of let story progression do its thing. Okay, here's John Mole. We're not going to be playing him, so we don't really need to customize the house. But actually, since he was abducted by aliens, I do think it would be kind of fun for him to have an alien pregnancy, which I think if we go here, pregnant, have baby with aliens, I think if we select this option, right, and then if I do pregnancy scanner, yeah, John Mole is pregnant. Okay, brilliant. So then he can have a little alien baby, which, you know, it's Strange Town. It'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be widely accepted by the locals. This is Johnny and Ophelia, not Johnny and Ophelia, Rip and Ophelia live next door to him. Anyway, so that's where he found himself after being abducted by aliens and staying there for 4 to 5 years. And maybe he'll reconnect with Lilith later, maybe he won't. But, you know, I want to give some closure to the John Mole saga. You know, it feels a little bit sad to have him just permanently gone forever. You know, we've had enough men just disappear. It would be nice for Nemo to possibly be able to reconnect with his father later. So, yeah, I think that would be nice. And now we just need to disable story progression for Damien, Pandora, and some of their college friends because I don't want them all graduating yet. So I'm just going to do that off camera. I'll join you when I have everything set up. Okay, everyone. So I went ahead and disabled story progression for Pandora, Damien, and the fraternity and sororities on campus. I did leave some of the other households alone. I don't know, I didn't want to spend ages disabling story progression for everyone. Yeah, enough of them should be disabled that we won't have everybody graduating and the universities immediately emptying out, I hope. So let's get into some actual gameplay. I was thinking it would be really nice to start out in Veronaville. Since Iago is now a teenager, Romeo is out of jail. You might remember he's in prison for killing Tybalt, but he's out of prison now, and Juliette has been patiently waiting for him for like over a decade, and I think they kind of deserve a happy ending. I mean, Romeo and Juliet is kind of a weirdly, surprisingly controversial pairing, it seems. I do quite like them together, even if it can be a little bit toxic. I think Romeo does have some commitment issues or trouble deciding what he wants, but you know, I think it's been long enough. I think they deserve a happy ending. I usually don't give them one, so this time I think they're gonna get married. If you're curious about the rest of the neighborhood, Hermia married Vidkund Curious, which was kind of random. Vidkund's alien children have gone to university now, but they seem to have a bunch of animals together. I think Hermia is pregnant, so the Cap line will continue. Vidkund took on her last name. He is a little bit older than her, but yeah, whatever. Nothing to say about these ones, although Desdemona left Alexander at the altar, Alexander Goff, which was a shame because I thought they would be a really cute couple. The Summer Dreams are just on their own. I think I even have pregnancy. I kind of want to disable pregnancy for them because I've always felt like they're not, because they adopt. I like to imagine that they're infertile, but I'm just going to leave that alone. I can't be bothered to tweak it. We've got Brittany Upsnort living here. She's one of the university graduates. We also have, here we are. The Caps, Reagan and Cornwall live here, and in one of the other apartments we've got Puck, who married Miranda, and their daughter, whose name is Andrea. Lovely. And I think that's everyone in Veronaville. Oh yeah, of course, we've got Antonio Monti, who's just living on his own now that his 2 kids have gone off to university. Oh wait, no, he had an alien baby. He had an alien baby, Catalina. So I don't know, maybe we'll see her. But mostly I just want to get on with playing the main Monty household. You may remember back in the day, after Romeo was going to prison, he did propose to Juliet at Mercutio's funeral, and she accepted, and she's been waiting for him all this time to get out of jail. And now he's back, and as Mercutio's dead, he is inheriting this beautiful house. And in the interim, Bianca has been living here. This is her little room with her sewing kit, but she probably won't be staying here now that Romeo and Juliet are together. I mean, she can do, Auntie Bianca, but she's getting on in age, and I feel like she would like to settle down and maybe even have a baby. I don't think she has any love interests though, other than Oberon, and actually I think that could be quite interesting. I like the idea of her and Oberon having an affair, so maybe that will happen, I don't know. So what's Juliet up to? She's at work. She hasn't advanced as far in her career as I would like, but that's fine. Romeo is still an employee at the family restaurant. I think technically he was the entire time he was in jail. Anyway, this is his fresh new adult look. He's got a few lines on his face now, but he's looking all right considering he was in jail for 15 years. When Juliet gets back from work, I'm thinking we can have a wedding party. But she doesn't get back until 4, so in the meantime, we'll leave Romeo. Oh god, he still has want to have 2 loves at once. But Romeo, I'm sorry, we're not dealing with that right now. He is still friends with Lilith, and actually I think it would be really cute to have Lilith come along to the wedding party. Though hopefully nothing outrageous happens when I do that. But let's see. So we've got Bianca here. She has got a want to invite someone over. She apparently wants to be friends with Jennifer Burb. Let's ignore that for now. Never mind Jennifer Burb. So she is in love with Oberon. I can't remember the exact circumstances of it, but they have been having an affair of sorts for some time. And she's woohooed with Edward Contrary? When the hell did that happen? Okay, well, apparently a repo man took some ivy. I kind of want her and Oberon to have a baby, if possible. when it comes to these story progression families, you kind of have to, we're not going to be with this household very long. I'm only going to be playing them for like a day and a half max. So we need to kind of nudge things along as much as possible. With story progression, you can't always rely on it to make sure that Sims actually end up having the lives that you want them to have, if that makes sense. Like, sometimes they will just barely progress in their life, and that's, you know, that's fine. Not everyone does, but with Bianca being a family sim, I really feel like it would be nice for her to have a baby. And I mean, maybe the Summer Dreams would even be cool with it. They are like quite an unconventional family. Can his friend come over? You know what, no, this isn't really a that type of call. All right, so we'll go wait for Oberon and see. She's looking a little bit worried. And she's thinking about engagement. Aww. Oh, and Uncle Antonio is here. Your timing is a little bit awkward, Antonio, but let's go greet you anyway, because I think Romeo would like to catch up with his uncle. Aww, cute. Oh, now she's gonna go. Oh, okay, go on. Receive a friendly hug, and then you can greet your love. Because I do think it's sweet how the Monties are such a closely knit family. You know, they're all friends, and they're all excited that Romeo is back, you know. I think even though the feud has kind of petered out now that the elders are dead and gone, and with the kids, you know, so many of them dying. Oh, Grimalkin's aging up, lovely. With so many of the kids, like, getting killed in the feud, I think things have calmed down a little bit. And Romeo and Juliet's, you know, Juliet was very much accepted into the Monty family after but things aren't like completely chill between the families at the same time. I think both of them are a little bit holding a grudge over their respective golden boys being murdered, but they're not like actively feuding and killing each other. Things have cooled off for now. Anyway, never mind the bird. Why don't you come flirt with me? I notice her want to have a baby has disappeared, which is not very helpful of her, but whatever. We're gonna just roll with it. Aww.
Oh, magrufa.
Right, Romeo, could you stop lazing around? And I don't know where your parents' urns are, but never mind that. Go say hello to your uncle. Right, so we're going to give him a back rub. Get him in the mood a little bit. What is happening with your arms, Bianca? Like, slightly popping out of their sockets. But it looks like a nice back rub. And then I think we're just gonna, you know, initiate something. Let's hold hands. You know, I think Titania and Oberon might have a little bit of an understanding, or maybe even a slightly rocky marriage where just every so often this sort of thing happens. In the play, Midsummer Night's Dream, Oberon and Titania do have kind of a difficult marriage where he, like, as a prank, makes her fall in love with someone else. So I don't know, I feel like this sort of thing probably is normal, but we're gonna have them try for a baby, and we're using the Maxis try for baby, so I'm hopeful that we'll get a good result from this. Because poor Bianca, she's still working in the family restaurant, she's getting on in age, and like, she's always wanted to have a family, and I think maybe she was hoping she would meet Mr. Right at some point, but all the Sims she's been involved with have been married, and at this point she just wants to have, you know, a baby. So, you know, she's gonna do what she needs to do to make that happen, and if she has to raise it as a single parent, so be it. It's a bit awkward they're using this room because this is going to be Romeo and Juliet's room, but whatever. I think we're also going to have Bianca move out once Romeo and Juliet have got married. It would be so funny if... Okay, right, and now we're going to get to see story progression in action. We're seeing quite a few promotions. Good for them. Most of these aren't Sims we especially care about, but I like seeing the world evolving. And we're going to be playing through story progression for exactly 1 week, so it's Sunday now. In order to have all the different story progression events happen, I think a week is about right. Maybe, I'm not sure actually, but maybe we'll play less than a week. Typically, once I see something happen that's like, okay, well that definitely, like someone who's meant to be about Carmilla's age become a teenager, then I kind of feel like, okay, we've played enough. But yeah, we'll see. I think this cat is Bianca's cat, so when they move out... Oh no, don't destroy the TV. Or is that the... Don't destroy the CD case either. Bad kitty. Bad Skylar.
Burb woofa. Desi Burb.
No, talk to your Uncle Antonio, please. I'd like to see you be friends. The Monties, in my mind, are such a close-knit family, and there aren't as many of them as there used to be, so... You know, he's still besties with his cousin, but the relationship has, like... Oh, Desdemona and Juliette are no longer best friends. Well, I feel like that makes sense. I think since becoming so cozy with the Monties, Juliette's relationship with her original family has become more distant than it used to be. You can still see she's still best friends with a lot of them, but they're not like 100. Well, actually, weirdly, she's still 100 with Hal of all people, but okay, fine. But I feel like Tybalt's death might especially at Romeo's hands, might have soured or at least strained her relationship with her sister Hermia a little bit. But I mean, they're doing okay, all things considered. Everyone is quite hungry. Maybe we should make dinner. You're any good at cooking, Romeo? I guess you didn't really learn to cook when you were in jail. Let's have, Bianca, could you wake up and make everyone some hamburgers, please? I don't care, Romeo. Have a shower. Who was friends with Natasha Una? Was it Bianca? I could so see Bianca and Natasha Una being friends, but I don't think it was. Was it Juliette? Was she friends with Natasha? Yeah, I guess so. That could be quite a cute friendship, actually. I might keep working on that. Right, junior executive. Well, to be honest, I feel like Juliette should be further along in her career than this, but, you know, that's fine. And look, don't go to sleep, darling. I'm going to just bump your energy up. Have you got some proper formal wear? Okay, that's your funeral outfit. Let's buy you a new wedding dress. You know what? This one will do. I maybe even like it more in this ivory colour. It's a custom content one. I think I was thinking of having Lilith wear this, but I decided to go with something more fancy and more mid-noughties. But yeah, I think this is nice for Juliette. Maybe even the blue. No, it's more of a bridesmaid's dress. Let's go with this. That's your wedding dress. Beautiful. Beautiful. Ah, Juliette, you look lovely. I guess we can throw the wedding party now. Who are we inviting? Romeo's family or Juliette's, or both? I guess both. Bianca, you're going to need to get changed out of that before the wedding. Juliette just patiently waiting to be served. She's such a princess even now. Right, who are we inviting to this? We'll have Puck. Puck and Lilith are his only actual friends. Oh, I guess Antonio is already here. So let's invite Beatrice and Benedict, because they're his cousins. Titania, sure. Honestly, I don't really care about any of these other people. Let's just invite this group, and then I'll teleport over a couple of extra people if needed. Okay, the wedding's on, the guests are on their way. Let the festivities begin. Okay, and let me teleport in some extra people. I think maybe some of her cousins might quite like to come along. Let's invite... Never mind Vidkund, but I think Hermia would like to come. Even though they're a bit not as close as they were, they're still close. And she's still good friends with Hal, and she's still friends with Desdemona, so we'll invite them. And her Uncle Kent, she's friends with. Oh, he lives in downtown with Julianne Cook. Okay, you know what? He can bring Julianne as his date. Why is he in his work outfit? And in fact, you can bring Vidkund because that's her husband. I feel like it makes sense to bring him. And then we need Hermia, who is now a summer dream. So she'll be in the summer dreams menu. Miranda, there she is. Okay, and then we want Natasha Una. There she is, Natasha, perfect. And in terms of Juliet's aunts and uncles, it doesn't look like she's really friends with them. I can imagine that they wouldn't have stayed particularly close to her after everything that happened and her marrying the Montes. I think the younger generation are a little bit more like ready to move on, and the older ones, not only are they like not really totally groovy with the Montes, but also the fact is that they just don't really care about Juliet that much, maybe, I don't know. But I feel like they probably are closer with Hermia because she's carrying on the Cap legacy, and Juliet, you know, Juliet's being a bit of a traitor marrying a Monty. I think they might still see it that way, so that's fine. Right, and then the rest of the guests should be showing up any second. Ah, here they are. Oh, the lag spike. Right, here we go. Got Lilith and Titania in their matching gowns. Beautiful. I feel like this is not something I would expect Lilith to wear, but I kind of vibe with it. I'm not going to change it. Titania's outfit is just so iconic. I have to love it. We've got Benedict here, Puck over there. Oh, and Beatrice, looking very dapper in the suit. Love it, Beatrice. You know, I wouldn't have said this isn't what I would have picked out for her, but she does look kind of amazing, so I'm not complaining. Right, we'll let them eat first. Oberon just eating in his pants feels kind of awkward, but fine. Oh, look at these two. So this is Kent and Julianne Cook, who lives downtown. And I think they are such a cute couple. They're both like a little bit snobbish, a bit bougie. They both have that like, I don't know, rich gay vibe. I like it. I like it as a couple. Bianca, please put on some proper clothes. Change into your formal wear, please. Romeo, you dressed appropriately for this. He's not even. Please wear your formal. Oh, okay. Hermia's pregnancy is progressing. Oh god, some random townie is dying. Oh, I don't want that. I forgot to disable story progression for townies. No. Right, so now it's disabled for the NPC family. What about the townies? Let's just make sure story progression is disabled for these guys too, because I don't want all my townies suddenly getting old. Okay, I think we're going to be alright. If a bunch of people die, so be it, I suppose. Matilda Dreamer is aging up. Cute. That's one of Cassandra and Darren's children. Anyway, where were we? We're going to be getting a bunch of this spam. I might actually just save the game really quickly in case it crashes, because we've got a lot of Sims and a lot of people aging up, and you know, you never know with story progression, so I'm just gonna save it for a moment. Danielle and Layla are Ophelia and Rip's children. I think that's all the age ups that we're going to be seeing. Let's go ahead and get married before we run out of time. Right, could you all get out the way? We're trying to go and get married. Okay, luckily everyone else is going to go make their way towards... If one more woman puts on a wedding dress, I'm going to lose it. Desdemona! For God's sake. Oh, well. Desdemona and Natasha, Juliet is never speaking to you again. I can't remember if I have the cinematic camera on. Let's have it on. I think it'll be fun. Watch the little cutscene, assuming no one stands in the way or the wall doesn't block the entire cutscene, but, you know, we'll do our best. Oh no, Bianca, you need to get changed. Okay, the wall is blocking it. I can't believe this. Well, close enough. Oh, look at them. Aww, Romeo and Juliet. Okay, you missed the kiss, but we saw everything else. And look, we even got to see Lilith smiling and clapping. Look at them all. Why is her dress changed from what she was wearing before? Well, anyway, look at that. Wonderful, wonderful. Alright, and Romeo, can you stop smelling the flowers for a moment? Maybe go, like, dance with your wife? Let's do a slow dance. Alright, now it's Juliette Monty. I decided it made more sense for her to take Romeo's name, considering she's kind of ditched her family for his. It made the most sense to me that way around. But why are they both going in completely different directions? Oh well, whatever. Puck is talking to the birds. That makes sense for Puck. Half the guests seem to be leaving. Romeo, I swear to God, where are you going? I ask them to slow dance and they take the most inconvenient, insane route imaginable. Are you going to slow dance here? Okay, I guess they wanted a bit of privacy. Cute. Okay, that's fine. Meanwhile, Bianca, are you also wearing a white dress? I can't believe how many Sims do this. I mean, I know why. It's because I give them a white dress for their wedding and I forgot to change it. But, you know, it's a little bit outrageous. Why don't you go sit with your nephew? Have a little chat with him. And Lilith, I suppose, who is also here. He's talking about his major. Yeah, because he's at college at the moment. Lilith, not very dignified at the wedding. Desdemona and Hal are just playing video games. They're both adults now, but they're both complete failures to launch, you know. Desdemona had this whole engagement with Alexander Goff, and she decided she didn't want to marry him after all. And meanwhile, Hal Cap is a romance sim and just kind of living his best life. Both of them still live with their parents. And frankly, I feel like they show no signs of really wanting to move out. And yeah, I guess that's them. Romeo, what if you actually talk to your dear friend Puck for a little bit? Juliet, okay, you're on the toilet, that's fine. Where's Hermia? I'd like Juliet and Hermia to reconnect a little bit. Why don't you go chat to her? You've only got 48 seconds, but we can do a little bit. Romeo sharing a few prison stories. Puck looks pretty shocked. What are you so pissed off about, Juliet? Oh my god, what's wrong with you? What are you so mad about? She looked really pissed off. Who's she pissed off with? I literally don't know what her problem is. But I think it'd be good for her and Hermia to reconnect a little bit. Hermia, I tried to keep some of her edgy style, but make her look a little bit more polished at the same time, since she is the Cap heiress now. And actually, I'm just realizing it's the exact same outfit I gave to Lilith when she was with Malcolm. What are they gossiping about? Romeo cheating? Mercutio cheating? Shocking. Right, okay. Well, it was a roof raiser. So I'm calling it a win. Alright, and Juliet, you can use the bath. Wasn't there a bath in here? Oh yeah, it got repossessed. Well, let's buy it again. I forget why the bathtub got repossessed. I think I just wasn't paying attention. I forgot to pay the bills, even though the Caps have plenty of money. I'm sure they easily could have afforded it. Right, Juliet, you can have a bath and then go to bed. Romeo, why don't you relax? And actually, they can try for a baby before bed. Bianca is asleep. Right, and Romeo can wait for Juliet to be finished in the bath, which she might take some time. She can take as long as she wants. And then they can enjoy their wedding night. Have they even woohooed before? Yes, okay, they have. I'm not crazy. Right, Juliet, why don't you go relax? And we're gonna have the two of them try for a baby. Because after all, it's been quite a few years since Romeo was in prison. I'm guessing they must both be like, I don't know how old. I can't be bothered to figure it out. I guess they're around the same age as Lilith, so they've got time, but not that much time. I'd say like late 30s at the most generous. Yeah, if they want to have a kid, they better hurry up. But we're not worrying too much about getting the ages completely accurate because they never will be. Oh god, this is disgusting. How are we living like this? Maybe we should hire a maid or a butler. I feel like the Monties are so wealthy, they shouldn't need to be doing all this. Let's scold him for harassing the poor bird. Okay, she's too hungry for this. Oh dear, let's clean all this up. And maybe you can drink that. But Bianca is pregnant, so I need to, you know, keep an eye on her. No, don't eat any disgusting gone-off food, Bianca. Why don't you serve some proper breakfast? You can serve something quick, like cereal even, just so that we can eat as soon as possible. There we go, wonderful. I always think it's so funny how cereal is served in this, like, huge bowl. Right, there we go. And you keep your strength up. And Juliette actually will need to as well, because she might also be pregnant. I haven't checked. Oh god, this is going to be a nightmare. Juliette's like incredibly dignified robe, and then Romeo's like awful Don Lothario ass. Right. Oh, Miranda's having a baby. You know what? It might be really nice to check in with Miranda and Puck next. They're like still friends with Lilith, and I think they're quite a cute little family. Oh, and they're talking about the potential baby. Do they know that she's pregnant yet? But alright, Bianca, you go ahead and enjoy your shower. Romeo, when you're finished having your breakfast and talking about your baby stuff, I feel like it would be good for him to hire a maid, or maybe a butler. A butler can help out with childcare and gardening, which is kind of nice, but I feel like butlers can be a bit buggy. Oh my god, Tank Grunt is romancing Erin Beaker? Oh my god, that's huge. We might have to play Tank and see how that's going, because that's very interesting. Pretty much every time in the past, Tank hasn't really shown any interest in anyone, which has sort of been a bit sad for him, because I'd like him to have some relationships. So, I don't know, I'm kind of excited about Erin as an option for him. I don't feel like they're super compatible, but at least it's something, you know? Romeo's gonna go hire a maid. Bianca, please, I'm trying so hard to keep this house in order. Oh, and it's Remington, so not a sexy maid for Romeo to have an affair with, which is just as well. Who knows, maybe he'll be Bianca's true love. Oh, and Jason Cleveland has adopted a dog. See, there's always something with story progression. I just like seeing the world evolve, even if it's just tiny stuff like that. It just feels very alive. Right, okay, and everyone have more cereal right now, because I can see you're still starving, and poor Juliette's throwing up her. She threw up her breakfast, so go have another breakfast. Go have another breakfast. Right, and you know what? I think this is a great place to finish this family, because it's the early hours of the morning, which always feels like a good time to start a family, you know, in the early hours of the day. So let's save here and move on to the next family. Alright, so there's obviously a lot of different families that I'd like to visit, and we're probably not going to be able to do everyone, but while we're here in Veronaville, I do really want to play Miranda and Puck. Obviously, these aren't Sims that everyone is invested in, but the fact that Puck is one of Lilith's friends who's been in touch with her all these years, I do think is quite sweet. And I've never played Puck and Miranda as a couple before, but they really seem like such a stable presence in Lilith's life that, I don't know, I wanted to play them a little bit. And I also think they might be outgrowing this apartment I gave them. I mean, they have 2 kids, and I'm pretty sure this apartment doesn't have any space for kids at all, so it might be time to move them somewhere else. Oh no, wait, I think we can manage this. Let's just switch the lights all on. There we go, lovely. Okay, ignore Pow. What in the cultural appropriation are we doing? Okay, well, whatever. Their babies are Andrea and Pau. And look, she doesn't want to give Puck a back rub. That's so cute. And he wants to play with Romeo and throw a party. That could be fun. Oh, and they have a cat. Gumbo. By Gumbo is something my granddad used to say. So let's just quickly then put down some cribs. Oh, that's the sim blender, very useful. I hope these two don't have more kids, to be honest. I think 2 is probably enough for them. But since we've got, you know, a couple of babies, let's put down a proper crib for them. I think this one's fine. And then this room can be the toddler room. Andrea. Aww. She's got that, like, the cap jeans. Like, look at her face with those eyebrows. Oh, she's cute. I think maybe she's still quite young actually, and she hasn't apparently learned any of her potty skills yet. To be fair, I don't know if story progression does that, but let's have Puck then teach her how to walk. And Miranda, maybe you could put a little baby Pau, which is, like, I'm not going to keep commenting on the name, you know, it's the Maxis default name list. Oh wait, whose carpool is this? Puck's? Oh no, Puck. Okay, never mind teaching her to walk. I guess you've got to get to work. I didn't realise. He's a convenience store clerk. Puck, I feel like you should have got some promotions by now. What are you doing with your life? Are you the breadwinner? 96? Oh, this is a teen job, I think. No. If it's a teen job, why is he going to work now? I think something might be a bit broken with his career. I'll just leave it alone though. Let's not worry about that right now. Right, let's put the baby upstairs in the crib. And then maybe we can teach. Right. Aunt and Uncle Reagan and Cornwall making an embarrassment of themselves, but it is nice to see them doing well. Why is her career performance so bad? Let's try and sort this out. Oh god, and she's got work today. Dear. See, this is the problem with story progression. Sometimes you, like, pick up a house and it's just not not in a good place. We should have had Puck stay home from work since his job kind of sucks. Oh my god, why does he ever want to give a back rub to Hermia? Puck, I swear to god. Don't you dare. Right. Well, she's the one who's kind of the breadwinner. She's got 6 vacation days and she doesn't have the skills to get promoted. So I think we might have Miranda stay home today and work on some skills with Andrea. I want to teach her how to walk. Is Miranda friends with Lilith, or is that just Puck? Yeah, I think it's just Puck who's friends with Lilith. Oh no. See, this can sometimes happen with apartments where you end up with like a million of the same sim. I don't like this. I'm gonna just delete them all and hope for the best. Let me try the bat box. Bad apartment residencies, maybe? Let's click it and hope for the best. Oh god, what happens? Okay, maybe that's good. Well, okay, right, and now see the apartment's gone dark like it's meant to. And maybe someone new will move in, and maybe we'll stop seeing a million Crystal Curiouses all moving in. I'm going to delete her again and just hope. Okay. We're not going to work today, Miranda, so don't go anywhere. I haven't really decorated this nursery properly. Let's do some more work on it, shall we? Let's pop that there. I always like this object because it's nice having things toddlers can use in groups. And the kids' favourite colours seem to be like yellow and purples. Okay, lovely. And then maybe a rocking horse. You know, it's a little bit half-assed, but it'll do. Let's just chuck that there too. Why not? There we go. Lovely. Right, Miranda, could you potty train Andrea for us? And then we'll get back to some toddler training. Honestly, I feel like the upstairs also needs a rug or something because it's looking a little bit bare bones. Let's just chuck down. There we go, that looks nice. Forget about the reading just for a moment. Miranda, if you could feed Andrea something to eat, that would be wonderful. And then we need to get Gumbo some equipment as well, because it seems they've adopted a cat, but they don't have any cat stuff. So let's just make sure Gumbo has a place to eat. There we go. Little catnip toy thing. Lovely. Okay, I think that's everything he needs. Right, and now we'll take... I keep wanting to call their daughter Ariel because she has like the same haircut as Ariel Cap. But this is Andrea. It must be so weird having your aunt and uncle like live in the same house as you with a shared garden and they're just outside canoodling all day. And getting mad that they can't come into your apartment, apparently. Okay, Larry Reeves is living here. She's going to bed. Lovely. Oh, Andrea. Cute. Right, who's Miranda friends with? I sort of wanted to go out with Lilith, but I think Lilith is more Puck's friend, so already this is getting, you know, a bit nonsensical. I mean, we don't have to play them for a full day. I might just check in. Let's meet our new neighbor, Larry. I feel like Miranda being a romance sim, even though her want panel is all about Puck, and I think, you know, I believe romance sims can be loyal, and I don't think she's really shown much interest in anyone else other than Mercutio early on. Yeah, she kissed Mercutio way back in the day. But she hasn't ever been super interested in anyone else. But nonetheless, I think she has that like energy of like just wanting to get to know new people and like, you know, keep life exciting and not too domestic. So even though she's got the kids, I think she would want to like mingle with the new neighbor, although it doesn't look like they're getting along anyway. So yeah, never mind. Oh, they're going to say hello to each other. Oh, he's bragging about himself. Let's ask him. Let's get to know him. We'll ask him, what's your job? Well, see, look, she has what would want to visit him. Oh, come on, ask. What's your job? Yeah, just getting to know him via questions. It's a very flirty animation. Oh, he's like, none of your business what I do for work. Wow, okay. Romeo, I was just being polite, but fine. Why is she so tired? It's like 9 a.m. You better not be pregnant again, Miranda, I swear to God. Fuzzball's aging up. Don't know who Fuzzball is. Someone's dog, I guess. It's going to be so sad when I start getting notifications about pets dying. Not looking forward to that. I've just realised he's not even meant to have work today. You know what? I reckon story progression has bugged his career. But I know it resets anyway when you next load a house. So, to be honest, you know, now that we've checked in with them, we've met the children, we've given their flat a little bit of extra love. Oh, Justin Cleveland, don't go to college yet. You're Iago's boyfriend. No, I don't want him going to college. Ugh, that's so annoying. I wonder if there's any way to change that. If we go into... I don't ever see an option to have Sims not go to college, but I don't want everyone to always go to college right away. And I noticed Story Progression sends them there a little bit earlier than I would maybe like. So that's a bit annoying, but whatever, it's fine. In future, if anyone's got like a best friend or a love interest, perhaps I'll make sure they can't go to college yet. But okay, let's save here because I think Puck shouldn't be at work and who knows when he'll get home from work, so I'm gonna just leave their family alone. I'm glad we cleared up that apartment though, and we'll play a different family. You know, we saw enough of them to get an idea of what's been going on with them, but I'm eager to make sure we can fit everybody into this, like, you know, quick stop tour around the neighborhood. So let's move on. I think I want to check in on downtown next. Specifically, our friends, the Newsons family. Who lives downtown? I'll just give you a quick tour. The Goodies, this is Faith and Herb. Faith used to be babysitter for Lilith, so it might be nice to check in with them. We've got Kent and Julian, who I showed earlier. I don't think we need to see their house. And then here we've got Sid Roseland, Raynell Nagina, the Ramaswamis. And then over here we've got Dirk Dreamer, who I might play as well, actually. I think it'd be good to see what Dirk's been up to. And then over here we've got Lucy Burb, and actually it might be fun to play Lucy. What do you think? Should we see Lucy? Yeah, we'll check in with Lucy. And we've got Jane, and we've got Joshua Rubin. These are university graduates. I feel like it makes sense to move them into apartments downtown. But okay, first of all, I think I really want to play with, we've got Trisha Traveller and her son. Trent divorced her and went to live, I think he's with Mary Gavigan, living in Desiderata Valley. But yeah, I really want to play the main Newson family, since they've been kind of playing a bit of a big role in Damien's story. I feel like it'd be nice to see what the Newsons are up to. Especially their thumbnail, I can see is out of date. The kids should be more grown up. Okay, both of you, clean up then, for goodness sake. Right, so what's going on with these guys? I see she has a locked want to make out with Isaiah. Is that Isaiah Gavigan? Did she and Isaiah have a thing? I guess they must have done. Yeah, she has a crush on him, but they don't have that good chemistry, and he's at university at the moment, so I might let that roll away. Who does she have good chemistry with? Oh god, there's not a lot of options for her. Yeah, why is Ginger so lacking in chemistry with men? I wonder if we should make her bisexual? Although then again, I think Gabriella is gay, isn't she? So I don't know. Well, this is Ginger anyway. You can see she grew up into a very punky kind of outfit, which happened on its own, and I think just is perfect for her. She doesn't have a job yet, but with the younger kids both being teens now, I think we could find her a job, because, you know, she's available. Actually, what's her lifetime want? Well, to reach her golden anniversary, so we do want to work on finding someone for Ginger. What are her hobbies? Film and literature, games. Is she interested in crime? Not especially, but I feel like with her outfit and with the Newsons being a little bit impoverished, the criminal career would be really fun for her. I don't know. I think we've got a computer up here that we can find a job with. Yeah. And what's new with you, Gavigan? I know you have a thing with Trisha. Not Trisha, Tina. Have you got anything else going on? Someone died recently. Didn't know you knew this woman, but okay. He made out with Kaylin Langerak? Oh god. And they woohooed. And it was his first woohoo. She is such a cougar, because she is also with Bo Broke now. You know, crazy. Crazy. Okay. And I remember way back in the day, I was like, oh, we can't have Gavin and Lilith because there's too big of an age gap, and then he's just going out with Kaylin, who's even older. And not to mention, why does he have triple bolts with her? This is bonkers. He has triple bolts with a lot of people, actually. Is this because, oh yes, he has the irresistible trait. Oh, but he also has commitment issues and is a great kisser. I wonder if we should give him a romance secondary with all this in mind. It's kind of giving romance secondary energy to me. I think, yes, let's have him be a bit of a fuckboy. You know, this seems like the set of traits that a Heartbreaker has. Ginger, meanwhile, hates art, inappropriate, rebellious. Oh, that suits her with this outfit. And handy. Okay, and she's got some toddler stuff in her inventory. Okay. Can you clean that up, please? Oh, wow, he's doing quite well. He's a body double in the showbiz career. I think Georgia should stand out for old media. Okay, cool, whatever. Yeah, I guess, you know, Tina was one of Gavin's neighbours, and he probably wouldn't have minded keeping the relationship going, but she went to university, and I feel like this is a poor family, and while they were able to scrounge up enough money for the younger siblings to go to university, probably it wasn't an option for Gavin at the time he was aging up. I like to think maybe Gallagher and Gabriella got into some sort of scholarship, but Gavin and Ginger, with them having to look after the younger kids, it was just not going to work for them. A slacker career as a golf caddy. You know what? Let's go for that for Ginger. Oh, I thought you were at school. What are you both doing here? Or did you just get home? Maybe they got home? I've not been paying attention. But here are the younger twins. I can't remember if they're meant to be biological twins or if they're just toddlers who are the same age at the beginning. But this is Georgia and Garrett. I've got to say, I think they've got wonderful faces, so I'm hoping they get together with... I'm hoping at least one Newson gets together with one of Lilith's children, but I guess we'll see. I think actually Georgia is friends with one of Lilith's children, isn't she? Maybe not. I think she was nearly friends with Carmilla, but Carmilla's a little bit young now. Ah, so annoying. And was nearly friends with Iago. I guess a friendship started to form there, but it couldn't really be sustained, maybe because of the long distance element of it. What about Garrett? Who's he friends with, if anyone? Well, just his family, I suppose. Yeah, it's all family. The Newsons are quite a kind of, I think the fact that they were all orphaned and they were all together so long and looking out for each other, it has them quite insular. Let's see, who's Ginger friends with? Apparently Buck Grunt, who's at university. They're like best friends forever, apparently. And Desdemona Cap, that's crazy. Desdemona Cap? And Trisha Traveller, who is her neighbour, and Isaiah, who was her neighbour and has moved out. Yeah, I wonder if it could work with her and Isaiah. She has a crush on him, but I think he's in love with some university girls now. I think their relationship might have run its course, but that is sad for Ginger, because I know she really wants to find someone. Oh, their school's broken, so this is another thing with story progression, and it's one of the reasons I don't use it when I'm playing Lilith. Mainly I don't use it when I'm playing Lilith because of the time sync feature, but I also just think it can be a bit buggy. Sometimes careers get a bit messed up, or like school doesn't happen, and it annoys me and I can't be bothered with it. But okay, since all the Newsons are off today, the kids apparently don't have school, the older ones don't have work. Ooh, Angela's been promoted. Yay, Angela. Right, let's go on a little family. Oh yeah, you can visit Sims with this mod. Oh my god, we could send one of them to university to check on their love interests. But maybe not. Oh, he's got 2 bolts with Lucy Burb. Fascinating, but I'll have to play Lucy because I think Lucy might already be involved with someone. Yeah, I thought it might be fun to take the Newsons on a little day out of sorts, so let's go to a community lot. Never mind you, Meredith. A little family outing, and what about getting lunch at the diner? What's it called? Red's Diner? Yeah, Red's famous 80s, not 80s, 50s diner. Ah, Meredith. Maybe he could get together with her. You know, I don't feel like premades have to get together with each other. I'm happy for, especially these random random side characters. It's a bit of a cruel way to put it, but, you know, not everyone has to get together with another premade. I think him getting together with Meredith could be quite cute. And they do have a couple of bolts. I don't know. I mean, I've just made him a romance secondary, so he might not even want to settle down, especially since he already kind of raised kids, his like little siblings. He was like responsible for them. So maybe he would want to, you know, just have casual relationships and not worry about starting a family, because he's already had his like slightly unconventional family with Ginger, his sister, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I could see him just preferring a more casual style of relationship when he's older. So he doesn't necessarily have to settle down and have kids, but I see, you know, with Ginger being a family sim, I really feel she would want to have that, you know, happy family. So I hope she can find someone. Right, here we are at the diner. I've just realised if I want them to all eat together, I have to group them up, don't I? So let's ask him to form a casual group. And I'm going to keep a lookout for prospective friends and love interests, especially for the younger kids. I really want them to have friends, you know, other than just each other. I mean, does he know anyone that he could make friends with, potentially? He doesn't even have any teenagers in his, you know, known Sims. The only one he knows is Tucker Traveller, who's a bit younger than him. And same with Georgia. I mean, she and Camilla could be friends, or maybe her and Iago, but they're in the sim bin right now, so I don't think we can even hang out with them. Let's hope they all get a booth together. I think that would be cute. Oh wait, we haven't added Georgia to the group. Right, there we go. Now the whole family is in the group. Okay, let's go. Oh no. Yeah, be seated. Oh, look at those kids dancing. So cute. Oh, she fancies us. Who's she? Kay? Oh my god, is that the diva? I think it might be. Let me change her into her everyday. Oh, look at this though. The Newsons all hanging out. Little family dinner. Oh, it might have been cute to invite Georgia and Gallagher along. Not Georgia, Georgina and Gallagher along. But oh well. Let's just do the chef's choice for everyone. Come on, take our order. Right, there we go. I don't know why that took her so long. Yeah, I noticed they're all talking about art and culture a lot. I wonder if that's something they're interested in. Maybe the younger kids might go to art college. I could see that. Oh, she wants to take a photo. Maybe she could take a photo with either her sister or her brother. Yeah, it is. She fancies him and she's really rich. Gavin, I really would like you to introduce yourself to this woman. And when you've got a chance, obviously finish your food first. Oh, Ginger got a little bit fatter. Okay, that's fine. Right, she's gonna go in the photo booth and take a picture with her little sister. I think that would be really sweet. And Gavin, you need to go and introduce yourself to Kay Landry right now, because she is into you and she is very wealthy. Oh god. No, not all the older townies dying. I forgot that downtownies are different to regular townies. Oh god. Oh well, whatever. Oh dear. Oh, poor Goth downtownie. But I guess, I mean, they've got to go eventually, haven't they? Well, goodbye to them. Alright. Oh, and Tucker Traveller aged up. Oh, good. And Hun Gavigan aging up. Oh, I love seeing everyone age up. Look, you see their little sprites changing. Oh, and that means maybe the twins can make better friends with Tucker, who they know. And he lives just next door, so we can actually make friends with him. That would be really nice. Oh, he wants to ask someone on a date. Why don't we ask Kay out on a date? You know, you miss all the shots you don't take. Let's charm her and then ask her on a date. And meanwhile, the girls are taking a photo. A rare time that we see the photo both used for something that isn't woohoo. They're just going to take a fun little family picture. Oh, look at everyone aging up. Who the hell is Marina Broke? Did Brandy have another kid? And I forgot. Oh wait, no. I remember Marina Broke. That's Angela's daughter. Oh my god, we have to play them. And then Indigo Curious. I don't know who you are. Laszlo's kid with Crystal, maybe? Catalina Monti is Antonio's daughter. Oh, cute. Yay. Okay, it seems to be going well with the diva. Let's flirt. Yes. You can go. Right, ask her on a date. Ask her on a date. Okay, lovely. Look at him go. Oh, we can smooth talk. I didn't realize he had that ability. I guess it's because he has the irresistible trait. Okay, she's into it. He could be her bit of rough. Alright, just forget about this stupid kicky ball match. Tickle her. Yes. Okay, but he does seem to be sort of losing interest, like he wants to dance and gain a body skill point. Pillow fight isn't really something we can do here. I think we're gonna go home and then maybe she'll come with us. We could try asking her back to our place. It might be a bit early though. I think we're gonna end the date for now. We just got acquainted, you know. Maybe we could go for a kiss. I don't know if we even have the option yet. No, we don't. Let's flirt one more time and then end the date. You know, I don't feel like every date needs to be a dream date. And even though she wants to take a picture of us, I notice he has a fear of taking a photo. So I don't think we want to do that yet. Let's just end the date here. And it seems like she had a nice time. So maybe we'll do that again in future. But for now, I think everyone's going to go home. Oh, okay. Who the hell are you two? I guess this is why I had cinematics switched off. Because you get locked into watching these cutscenes with like random townies. Well, okay, that just got cut off abruptly. Good stuff, good stuff. He's still pretty awake. But Ginger's really sleepy, so let's send her to bed. That's not your bed, Ginger. This is your bed. And what about Georgia? She's alright, actually. She has this want to learn about homework, but I don't think she even has any homework at the moment. So let's not worry about that. I'd actually like to change her appearance because, you know, I do think the pigtails work for some Sims, but I'm not really getting it for Georgia. Her traits, by the way, are good, workaholic, and ambitious, so she's definitely planning to... Oh yeah, it is her twin brother. They were adopted recently. Aww. I like how this bio clearly makes it sound like she's a toddler, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, I want to change her haircut because I think someone who's like a workaholic and success-driven, you know, I don't think they would have the goofy pigtails. I think she's a little bit more of a serious type of sim. I might even give her glasses. You know what? I think sometimes the classics are the best. I think this is a cute look for her. And, you know, she's got some makeup on, so she's a little bit glamorous. I'm not sure about the glasses. Let's have a little look at what options there are. I was going to say she's quite serious, but I've just noticed she's also a pleasure sim, which is crazy. Maybe I won't go for the glasses then. Let's have her just look a little bit more partying. I mean, the idea that because she's a pleasure sim she can't have glasses is kind of crazy, but you know what I mean, you know what I mean, right? She can always develop them when she goes to college. Man, I fully thought that Gavin was already in bed, but it turns out it's just his bed covers glitching out. Oh, she just made food for herself. You're not going to share with the family. I see, I see. Well, let's do some cleaning, do a bit of repair, and then go to bed. It's kind of an ideal time for it while the family, because everyone's always fighting over this bathroom, so if you're going to repair it, you've got to do it quickly. Come on, Gavin. You got this. Ugh. It's difficult though. He's not having the best time of things. While he's working on that. Man, she's a bit of a night owl, isn't she? Maybe we should give her the trait. The night owl trait? She and her brother haven't got their teen traits yet. He's a rebel. Oh, and a bot fan. And a coward. I'll have to figure out what's his lifetime want. Have 20 lovers. Wow, okay. Hers is... Oh, to reach maximum long-term aspiration. Cute. What about these guys? She wants to reach her golden anniversary. What about Gavin? Oh, becoming a business tycoon. Maybe we're on the wrong career track for him then. We'll keep an eye on what jobs are available. Maybe let's just have a quick look before we go to bed. Even though I'm not playing the families, you know, enough to really realistically be getting their lifetime want accomplished, I like kind of playing them as if that's something they're working towards when I do pop in. So let's just see if there's anything in the paper. No. Okay, that's fine. Let's go to bed then. And Georgia, why don't you go to bed too? Oh, sweet. Look, she wants to call Gabriella to chat. Oh, she's missing her sister. Where's their phone? Let's do that. Oh, wait, maybe not, because it's the middle of the night. Whoops, forgot all about that. Oh, her carpool's coming in an hour. Well, it's good that she got up and is showering then. Well done, Ginger. Ready for work. That's an insanely early carpool. Right. There's her carpool. Right, first day and the slacker career. And perhaps when she gets home, we'll move on to a different family. Alright, off she goes. Oh, Sophia's having another baby. Oh god, isn't she a bit old for that? Well, I guess the heart wants what it wants. Cornwall Cap's having a dog. Wanda Tinker has adopted a dog. A lot of dogs happening. Right, he really wants to go on a date. Does he even have a sexuality yet? Let's check. Gender preference. Do you actually have one? Okay, he is straight. And Georgia is also straight. Beautiful. A lot of straight people in this family, but I guess we've got Gabriella as the token gay. So, does he know anyone he fancies? No, not a single one. But I'd like to help him have his first kiss, so maybe we should call over the matchmaker? I think you can do that. It's one of the services, right? Matchmaking service. Here we go. Yes, we do. Come on over. And let's just double check, because sometimes the visitor controller like automatically bans her, and I don't want her to be banned, so let's make sure. Okay, she's allowed. Good, good, good. Okay. Maybe we'll have a quick shower before she shows up. Oh, this is such a cute family. They're always all hanging out, interacting together. It's sweet. You know, I think we could fit a double bed in here. You know, if anyone moves out, theoretically his double bed dreams could come true. Oh, the school bus is coming. Okay, I'm sorry. You're not going to have time for that date you were after. But maybe she could just introduce you to someone. Let's go greet her anyway. And then, Georgia, I'd like you to go make sure you know Tucker. Maybe we could ask him to come out or knock on the door. Oh, I hate this. It's the one thing about this apartment that just drives me mental, is everyone fighting over the stairs. Right, there he is. Right, number one, Tucker. I need you in a less terrible outfit, please, please, please. I mean, if he wants to look a little bit formal, maybe this, where it's like still dorky, but in a way that doesn't seem like he's going to a business meeting. Lovely. And let's meet him and maybe check him out, see if we fancy him. Right, and then we want to ask for a blind date. You know, find someone for our dear Garrett. Female. And we're going to be... Oh, we actually have loads of money. Maybe we should move the... I keep calling the Newsons poor. They've got so much money. How did that happen? Maybe we'll pay loads of money then. Okay, she's not into him at all. Alright, and meanwhile, who are we going to hook Garrett up with? Not Garrett. Yeah, Garrett. And we've got a little bit of time before school to at least meet someone. Where is she? Where is she? Oh, there she is. Oh, amazing. Well, it is at least a girl. The date ended immediately, but look, we had 2 bolts with her, so that's something. At least we've met someone. Let's go to school. And I guess we don't fancy Tucker, but it's nice to know that they have friendship potential. You know, I'd like for the kids in the apartment to be friends with each other. I feel like that makes sense. So fingers crossed that's something that can happen. But I guess in the meantime, you better go. Oh my god, Malcolm is romancing one of the Tricos. Oh my god. Hey, look at her, like, cool little edgy outfit. I love that. She looks great. Oh, Faith. I wonder if we should play Faith. I wonder if we've got time with everything else. Right. I want to at least get to Ginger coming home because I'm hoping she brings home a promotion. But while Gavin has the house to himself, I wonder if there's anyone he can ask out or anything he can do. Actually, does he have any chemistry with Trisha? No, that would be crazy. And they don't have any chemistry, which is probably for the best. And he has a want to buy a toy making bench. Oh, that's cute. And we actually could fit one in here. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Toy making bench. You can have it. It's nice to give Sims what they want once in a while. Right, here's my million pose boxes. But if we go past all this, there's the toy bench. Perfect. Yeah, you know what? He has a want to go on a date. Oh, it just rolled away. And now he wants to make toys. Well, you know what? I'm going to do the date because I think that sounds more fun. No, actually, I don't. Let's make toys. Let's make some Sabrix-a-lot. Maybe this is his kind of get rich quick scheme. Oh, are we late on the rent? Oh dear. Thanks for finally paying your rent. Oh dear. Oh, Daniel Bell. I didn't realize he was gay. And he's dating Nervous Subject? How would they have even met? Maybe Nervous was at the college as a mature student or giving some sort of talk about science since he used to be a test subject. Who can say? Come on, Gavin. Make the Sabrix-a-lot. Oh, he's got to want to go to work. He's such a fortune sim. Right, Ginger. Are you promoted? Did you get promoted? And sure, you can bring Jessica Peterson home. Yay, she got a promotion. And she brought home Jessica Peterson. Wait, what if Gavin hits it off with her? Yes. I was hoping she might. Alright, well now that we're home, let's call Gabriella to chat like we wanted to. And let's have him... Where's she going? In here. Why? She wants to look at the clothes. Let's admire her. She fancies us. Let's go. We're admiring her. And we're immediately turning on the charm. And we're just going to chat to Gabriella on the phone. And you know, I was going to say Jessica's a bit older than him, but I don't know if she actually is because he is, you know, I didn't add Belladonna Cove to this neighborhood until later, so I think there's not a huge age gap between them. They can have a little chat. Oh, Vivian and Timothy, who saw that one coming? They're set up as a couple and they always have like 3 bolts, so they pretty much always get together in my game. I'm glad they're getting together in this one too. Let's serve some lunch for the group. I see she has a want to be friends with Jessica, so I don't want Gavin just hogging her the whole time. And he's got work anyway. Call to meal guests. Wait, what does that mean? Ben who? Oh, maybe Ben Caliente? Do we get notifications for that? Maybe. Okay, the kids are home from school. I think we'll leave the Newsons here, to be honest. We've got so many families to get through after all on this tour, and I'm conscious that this is already going to be such a long episode, so let's save here and move on to the next people. Now, I was thinking Dirk Dreamer, but now that I've remembered Lucy Burb lives next door, I'm kind of tempted to play her as well. Maybe we'll just play her for a very short time. Right, so we've got Dirk Dreamer living here, but like I said, I kind of want to check in with Lucy Burb first, because, you know, I like Lucy. I think she's a fun sim. And even though she and Lilith aren't close, they are cousins. And I think it's always nice to see what the extended family are up to, so let's just check in with Lucy in her little apartment. Yeah, she's at work. Oh, Lucy. Oh, but she'll be home soon. So this is her cute little apartment. It's pretty small, pretty minimalist. This is her like big girl in the city place. We've got Joshua Rubin for a neighbor. He was one of the university people. So maybe making friends with him is a good thing to aim for. You can see Lucy as a popularity sim, and she very much has these typical popularity sim wants of wanting to make a bunch of friends and throw a party. If we look through her memories, she was childhood sweethearts with Alexander Goff, and they had their first woohoo together, and it was all very, very cute. But she did also kiss Gavin Newson, and then got engaged to Alexander, but she ended up leaving him at the altar and they fell out as friends, and it was a lousy wedding party, obviously. And then since then, she's been going out with Jeff from Belladonna Cove, who I think she might be in love with, but I don't know if Lucy is in the mood to settle down. You know, she left Alexander at the altar, even though she was in love with him, and she still is, which is sweet to see. But yeah, she's got a crush on Jeff, but they do only have one bolt, so I don't know if I see them as a long-term thing. Maybe she and Gavin Newson would be cute, especially if they're both kind of a bit more casual in their approach to relationships. I don't know, I feel like Lucy, she's not one to be tied down. She wants to explore her options, and after all, she is still young. She's in her probably 20s. Who can say? I don't know. The aging on these Sims is so messed up at this point. What is her career? She's a journalist, and that makes sense because her hobby is films and literature and she's pretty into it. Her lifetime want is just to be happy, which I always like it when Sims have this lifetime want. It's like, my lifetime want is to reach maximum aspiration. It's like, isn't it that for all of us? Frikorif Trico is one of her best friends. I keep meaning to send the Tricos to university. I might do that just after this, because they really need to go to university. It's getting a bit silly that they aren't already there. Right, and when she gets home, I wonder if we should ask Gavin Newson out. I actually think Gavin Newson and Lucy would be quite a cute pairing, even if they don't, you know, get serious. I think they'd be a sweet pair. Oh, brilliant, and she's brought home a promotion. Yay, Lucy. What's wrong with it? There we go. You can see her parents have some age-appropriate makeovers. So let's go ahead and invite Gavin over. Do we have a telephone? Yes, here it is. Let's ask him on a date. Because they have kissed before, so they're obviously somewhat interested in each other. Or we could throw a party. Yeah, let's throw a party. That'll be more fun. And then we don't know exactly who's going to show up. Right, so who are her friends? We've got Jeff, Alexander. Why not invite Frikorif? We can invite her parents, just so you can see them. Gavin, Brandy, who married John after the divorce. Randy London, he's like a teenager, but why not? Tosha, sure, Zibest, and Bo. I think that's plenty of people. Let's invite them. Alright, so here's everyone. You can see I gave, after last time she appeared, I decided to give Brandy Broke a bit of a more age-appropriate makeover. You can see she's got a few greying hairs and a few wrinkles now. And Jennifer even more so, because I think Brandy's a little bit younger than her. And Jennifer's been through more, well, I don't know if Jennifer's been through that much more stress. Brandy's like a single mum her ages, so whatever I was about to say is probably nonsense. I feel like maybe inviting like 3 love interests isn't the best move, but that seems to be what's happened. 3 love interests, your parents and your stepmom. I mean, who knows? Who knows how this is gonna go? But that's the party. And that's what we're working with. And here they all are. Oh, but there those two go. Maybe we could go apologize to Alexander, since we still care about him. We want him to not hate us. And we've invited him to this party, so obviously he doesn't hate us. But we just weren't ready for marriage. Oh dear, these two aren't getting along. Okay, and he seems to be on forgiving terms. Brandy, if you're going to be mean to our mum, you can go home. Yeah, get out of here. Right, where's... Let's go talk to Gavin. Her outdoor outfit is a bit ridiculous, but whatever. Alright, these two are going to play a little game of darts together. So far, the party has a bit of a snoozer, which, I mean, there isn't a lot to do at this party, but, I mean, the guests are interacting with each other. I think if we build up enough of a relationship with everyone, we should be able to make this a good party. Maybe we'd be better off interacting with people we don't already have a good relationship with. Oh, Loki Beaker's aging up. Wow, time's really flying. Who else is aging up? Oh, Dia Patel. I love seeing their portraits change as they age up. Oh, she and Jeff, yeah, she does have a crush on him. And I don't know, I do think they're a cute couple. It's just they don't have even very good chemistry for considering. A very strange band has formed here, where it's like the Burbs plus Alexander Goff. And also the Burbs are divorced. But you know what, let's go have a watch. So this seems like a more fun spot for the party than her pretty crappy little apartment. Garrett, are you even part of this? I guess so. No, apparently. It's a good party. Let's go greet Georgia since she's here and Garrett is here. You know, we've got enough Newsons here that I guess we might as well see more of them. Everyone's wearing these ridiculous jackets. Maybe that's a bit mean, but I don't really rate it. Let's give you some different outerwear. Oh, she doesn't have any other options. Let's buy you some better outerwear. There we go, that's an improvement. Oh, he fancies Gavin as well. Yo, Frapple situation potential. Although I don't think Gavin is really into guys, so I don't know if he'd be super into that. Oh, she fell in love. Oh my gosh. Well, no, that's something. That's interesting. And now she wants to go and interact with Gavin romantically. Oh, but he's playing guitar. No, Gavin, come and let us hug you romantically. This band is awful. Everyone just won't stop booing John. Well, at least neither of them seem to be the jealous type. Her outfit also feels really inappropriate for the weather. I might change it. God, there she goes. Oh, and he fell in love with her. Let's... Oh, I guess I lost this bit of custom content. These are all terrible. Let's... Lucy, I'm gonna buy you some new clothes. There we go. I like this outfit for her. What if we tried dancing with... Because don't you think it's so cute how he's like dancing to the music? Can they not dance together? Is that not an option? Ask to dance, will that do it? Yeah, there we go. Yo, and we could get him to dance too. Maybe? Maybe not. Oh well, these two are gonna dance. Mate, this is adorable. What a cute party. And she fell in love with Jeff at this party, but then Gavin fell in love with her. Fascinating. Honestly though, I would like for Lucy to have a few more like friends as well as love interests. She doesn't really have any. She and Tosha Go are friends, but Tosha Go, her actual relationship with her is really low. And apparently she was friends with the Best Cuisine at one point, but that's Lilith's boss. I don't know, I feel like we could do with working on some of these friendships. Well, the phone's ringing, maybe that could be someone. Oh, it's Jessica Peterson. Didn't know we even knew her, but sure, let's have a chat. Okay. Alright. I think we'll clean the toilet and then send Lucy to bed and then switch to yet another household. It's a bit of a whistle-stop tour of some of these families, but, you know, just enough to see what they're about. So that's Lucy. I like to think she's, you know, still in her party girl phase, but maybe she'll settle down at some point. Right, so let's check in at last with Dirk Dreamer. Alright, so here's Dirk. He's sitting at his computer. I don't know if he's been working. Maybe. It looks like he needs quite a few skills for work at the moment, and he doesn't have work until 3 p.m. and he doesn't seem to be that tired, so let's go ahead and work on those skills. If you don't remember the story so far, Dirk is working as a field agent in the intelligence career. He was originally inspired to go into this line of work because he was trying to track down Lilith. And this is a custom content little logic toy so he can get his logic skill up. It's not that effective though. I guess we're probably better off playing chess. I can't remember what skill this increases, so let's try it out. This is the spying machine. Does it even increase a skill? Maybe not. Okay, it's kind of useless to us then. Alright, forget that. Let's play some chess then, if it's... So he needs mechanical, he needs logic, and he needs cleaning. His lifetime want is to become a business tycoon, but to be honest, I don't see him changing careers at this stage of his life. He's like, you know, I wouldn't say he's getting on in years or anything, but he's not like young anymore, and he's doing pretty solidly in this career, so it wouldn't really make sense for him to change, I don't think. Looking at him, considering he's the same age as Lilith, I think he probably needs a bit of a update to his face, add a few lines just to make him look a little bit older. I don't think Dirk would look super old, but, you know, just enough to show that he's aging. This in the picture is one of the downtownies he went on a date with forever ago. I can't remember if they are still into each other. Yeah, he's got a crush on her. And you'll see his relationship with Lilith is still good. They are still friends. They are still crushes. I think Dirk does still hold a bit of a candle for her and she him, but at the same time he sees how like chaotic her life is and maybe doesn't want to get involved, you know. He probably read in the paper about her split from Malcolm and maybe rolled his eyes a little bit, to be honest. He has this relationship with Lola Curious, who he is triple bolts with. But at the same time, both of them are very focused on their careers. So it doesn't seem like with story progression, they've taken the relationship, you know, further. They haven't got engaged or anything. But I do think they have a somewhat serious relationship. I think she is his girlfriend rather than just a fling. I don't think she's seeing anyone else either. So I'm not against them becoming more serious, but if it doesn't happen, I don't know, maybe he'll find his way back to Lilith in the end. I've kind of resisted making any decisions on this myself. I'm kind of hoping story progression makes the decision for me. But okay, he got that skill point he needed for work. Let's take him to the mirror and change his appearance. Of course, he's earning a fair bit of money now. I do think he probably wouldn't need to stay in this small apartment. He could probably, you know, get towards affording his own place, but I've not been in a rush to do that just because, you know, it hasn't really felt necessary for him because he doesn't have a family yet and he doesn't have, you know, wow, the wrinkles really don't show up very well on his skin. That works though. I can see Damien being someone who looks pretty good for his age, honestly. We'll just do maybe not that deep. Yeah, slight jowl. Nasal folds, they're called. Anyway, we'll give him one of them just to show that he's aged like a bit. Should he have a beard? Maybe he could grow a beard. I think a beard would suit Dirk, actually. Let's see. Maybe this one, the Don Lothario beard. I do kind of like it on him, and I think it makes him look older, which is what I want, so... And it kind of almost covers up the fact that he even has those wrinkles, which is fun. I can see him doing something like that. Oh, and he has a want for Damien to get a scholarship. Well, Damien did get a scholarship, so let's just fulfill that manually. Right, what other skill points does he need? Cleaning and mechanical. Oh, is he going for the vending machines? You know you can just make yourself something to eat, Dirk. But okay, I guess he's craving a little treat, so let's let him have that. Wanting to buy a curtain? Don't you already have curtains? Maybe this is a sign of him having that nesting instinct of being maybe ready to move to a property on his own. I could see as well maybe Dirk having like a dog or a cat. You know, even if he stays single and he doesn't settle down with Lola fully, but I don't know. Part of me kind of wants him and Lola to move in together. I'm very undecided on it. It's 3 AM right now, so I don't want him to... I don't want him to call anyone and get in trouble. Oh, he's thinking about woohoo. Who's he been woohooing with? Oh, Lola. Okay. Okay. I don't think that was even recent, but you enjoy that for when he finishes eating. Let's have him just work on his cleaning skill, which he needs for work. Yeah, in terms of where he would settle down if he bought somewhere, he could just buy one of these houses. I mean, obviously I'd make them a little bit cheaper for him. But I could see him wanting to invest in a property, if nothing else for financial reasons, you know. I think very much like his son, Dirk is someone who's always wanted to make sure he's like financially independent and secure in himself and not like, he grew up in a little bit of a financially insecure environment. You know, there was always like unpaid bills and repo men coming by. So Dirk's always wanted to make sure that his life is very stable and he doesn't have these kind of hardships. And I wonder, you know, Damien very much takes after his dad in this respect. I think it's something they have in common. Let's try and get him promoted today while we're playing him. And let's also invite Damien over in the daytime so we can, you know, check in with him, give him a little bit of fatherly advice. Oh man, we're miles away from getting this skill point. It might not happen. To be honest, I don't know if we'd have this picture of like this random fling up since we have a girlfriend. Let's just put that in his inventory. And we'll have the one with Damien up instead because I think he likes to show off his relationship with his son. I think that's sweet. These are the traits I've given him. I can't remember if I showed this before. He is a supernatural skeptic, an angler, disciplined, and a schmoozer. I can't remember if I picked these out actually, but I feel like they're very fitting for Dirk. You know, he's like a little bit sensible. And you know, he likes to go fishing at the weekend. Oh my god, him and Damien could go on a fishing trip. That would be cute. And of course, him being a schmoozer, it's like, you know, for work and stuff. I can see that. Oh, everyone's getting cats. Bo is getting married to Kaylin, Andrea and Gavigan. Andrea and Nathan are getting married. That's cute. That's cute. Alright, that's enough sleeping. Let's get changed and let's call over our son.
Hey, Blada.
Checking himself out in the morning. Very cute. Can his friend come over too? Sure. I wonder who Damien wants to introduce us to. I'm like, is it going to be a girl or is it going to be a random frat bro? Aww, Sid Roseland's dog is aging up. Right, there's Damien. Let's say hello. Where's your friend, Damien? Is this your friend? This burglar? No, she lives here, right? Yeah, you live here. Okay, where's Damien's friend? Or did you decide not to bring them in the end? Where are they? Whatever. Let's have a little chat. Oh, we tell him he's looking well, he's looking healthy. Can you stop? I'm trying to spend some quality time with my son, and I've just got this burglar checking me out. No, not Tara going to college as well. Stop sending people to college. No, Georgia. Oh, for God's sake. This is the one thing I cannot stand about story progression. Why does it want to send everyone to college all the time? I want them to stay teenagers. There's probably a way to tune it in the actual settings, but I don't know how. Right, let's ask him to form a casual group just for fun, and maybe we could go on a little fishing trip, since I know Damien is a nature sim, and Dirk, apparently he has the angler trait, which I hadn't really paid attention to before. But I think them doing a little bit of fishing together might be cute. In fact, didn't they do this way back in the day? I can't remember now actually, but nonetheless, let's do that. Let's walk to a community lot. Dirk's outing. Oh, but let's bear in mind, we need to get back in time for our job. Let's do some Centre North. This is like the one that's meant to be like a little music festival. He needs to get back by 3, but it's probably okay if he's a little bit late for work. I don't think we're going to be getting promoted after all today. Right, here we are, and I forgot it's winter, so the pond is looking a little bit weird, but apparently we can still go fishing, so alright, I'll take it. Let's try fishing. Or maybe they can play a little bit of darts first. Wait, does the cardboard come for him from here? Okay, never mind. Let's, if we've got work pretty soon, let's get on with fishing. And let's ask Damien to join. Come on, we can have a father-son fishing and chat. I think it's been snowing, but it's not so snowy that the water is all melted. I mean, you know, frozen. We can have a little father-son heart-to-heart. I think Damien probably wouldn't talk about everything going on with him at the moment. You know, like, maybe he would feel a bit embarrassed to talk to his dad about, like, relationship problems. But maybe he'd, like, allude to it a little bit. And, you know, Dirk would let him know that he's there for him if he does want to talk about it. But they're mostly just going to talk about music, talk about cooking. Neither of them are very good at fishing. But perhaps they might do like a proper fishing trip in the future, maybe down to the Free Lakes. I know someone suggested Damien doing a fishing trip with his friends to the Free Lakes, which I also think would be cute. I don't know, father-son would be sweet. Man, they are only getting boots. This is... could be better. Okay, Dirk's given up. I don't blame him. Let's see if his son can catch anything. Oh no, he's going back to it. What if him and Natasha Una hooked up? Is she even into men? I think I might have made her a lesbian, actually. Alright, I think he's lost interest in this a little bit. So, we can have him. I mean, I guess you can blow bubbles. I notice he does have a lot of romantic wants at the moment. Maybe we'll lock this and he can ask Lola on a date later. But he does need to go back to work, so let's go home for the moment. And let's imagine maybe, because obviously it would be a bit weird having your son come down to visit you only to just go to work immediately and leave him behind. So maybe Damien isn't just here to visit his dad. He's got friends in town after all. Maybe he's even got projects he's doing, you know, maybe he's enjoying the music festival with some friends. Oh god, Crystal's having a baby? Alright, let's end this group and go to work quickly as we can. Right. Right, we're gonna say goodbye to our lovely son. Wish him all the best. And then we need to go to work. Why is Nina Caliente in a bad mood with us? I didn't even know he knew Nina. I think the way story progression handles friendships is a little bit dodgy. You often end up with people who are like best friends with you but have like no relationship with you. Right, he's late but he's fine. He's not going to get fired or anything. Hermia's having a baby. Yay! What's the baby called? Who knows? Marcus is aging up. Etsu's aging up. I don't know who Ash Cosmocomos is, but okay. Oh, Danny Langerak is aging up. John Mole's having a baby. Yes. You want to bring John Mole home from work? Oh my god, yeah, actually. The idea of Dirk and John Mole actually meeting each other and becoming friends is kind of interesting. You know, like he's a field agent, so maybe he was sent out to the secret site in Strangetown and then they connected them up and they were like, we need you to meet Agent Mole, who's just returned from a trip to Sixham. And it's John Mole. And Dirk maybe doesn't even know John Mole. I don't know if he would know about the whole like Lilith situation. And maybe they haven't even talked about it. Because it's like she's just like an ex that they both have. And people don't tend to talk about their exes with brand new friends. But I don't know. I find the idea of that quite funny. And I really like the idea of him and John Mole being friends. I hadn't even really thought about the fact they are both in the intelligence career. So they could get acquainted this way. Alright, John's going to hang out in the arcade. We're just going to take a shower and then maybe we'll go join him. Because I think that's fun. Right, come and play pinball with us, John. Oh, he wants to admire us. Okay, you can admire us. They have the same haircut and everything. Maybe they could... And also, aren't they both into tinkering? Let's talk to him about tinkering. Mate, I hadn't realised how similar they are. I even gave Dirk glasses. Maybe I'll change Dirk's hair at some point. This is the hair he comes with by default, but I do have a lot of like nice black hairs, so it might be fun to give him something more like that. Let's I guess just get to know each other a little bit better. We'll compliment him back. You know, congrats on that huge mission to an alien planet. That's so exciting that you did that. And John's like, well, actually it wasn't by choice, I was abducted, but... Okay, bit awkward. Maybe they're not going to become best friends. I mean, actually, they're already doing well. I think we wouldn't take very much for them to be friends. Oh yay, Bianca's having her baby. Garrett moved to college. No, stop moving everyone to college, I swear. Oh well. See, the swear I don't normally play story progression for too long. We can always move them back. I can manually make them into teenagers again, just to avoid this situation if I want. I have that power. Let's just chat to him a little bit more and then we'll say goodbye. Talking about the weather. It's been cold lately. The trench coats, they don't keep the warmth in as much as you'd like. Oh, they're talking about their prescriptions. Cute. Oh yay, they're friends. Man, he actually has loads of friends. He's friends with Sid Roseland, he's friends with Herbert Goody. Cute. Alright, he's heading off. We're gonna finish we'll clean up this. And then we'll go to bed. Oh, we didn't have time to date Lola. I think I'm gonna switch houses again. Yeah, because honestly, as fun as it was playing Dirk, I'm quite keen to catch up with Angela and her family. I know Marina has grown up, and I am quite worried that Coral will be, you know, passing away soon. So I'd like to play the family and make sure we don't miss that. I noticed, just randomly looking through Blue Water Village, that Melody seems to have either graduated or dropped out of college because she's moved back in with her parents. That's a shame because I was quite enjoying her rivalry with Pandora. To be honest, Sims seem to want to graduate university and move to university willy-nilly. I might make some adjustments to that later, but for right now, I think I really want to go ahead and play with Angela and her family. Give Marina a chance to learn some of those toddler skills and let Coral bond with her grandchild a little bit. I think it might also be nice to invite Lilith and her family over. You know, have a nice little family day. So when we load up the family, it's going to be the early hours of the morning. Yeah, it's like 5 a.m. Okay, Dustin, please. Just tidy up then. I don't know why I always load up the families and they're having like complete freakouts about just some rubbish. Oh, Coral is enjoying hanging out with her. Well, not her dogs, but it looks like she is bonding with them. She especially seems fond of Sarah, which is quite sweet. Which dog is this? Danny. Yeah, I think all three dogs are elders now, so it's, you know, elderly dog family. I don't know if they'll be around forever. Oh yeah, and she has this want to have a pillow fight with Pandora. That's quite sweet. Maybe we will work on that. Right, since it's the middle of the night, I am keen to make sure that the Sims actually get some sleep. So let's just send Angela and Dustin back to bed. Yeah, Coral, you go to bed too, please. No, Dustin, I told you to go to bed. There we go. I'm sure the dogs can manage. So, Dustin is a pirate still, but I feel like I remember... Didn't Angela just get a promotion? Yeah, she's a state assembly person now. She's turning into someone quite important. So, Dustin, if you're going to be doing, you know, dread pirating, you better be discreet about it, because we don't want poor Angela to end up in a big scandal. Man, the dogs are going to drive me nuts. I forgot about playing this household. They're always so out of control. Okay, and the carpool for Angela is going to arrive in an hour, but meanwhile, poor Marina... screaming her little lungs out. I think facially she takes after Dustin quite a bit. But alright, Angela, wake up. Go hold your daughter. Let's see what we can do for her before we wake up. Before we have work, I mean. Alright, come on, Angela. Gotta look after your daughter before work. Of course, we have Coral for endless free babysitting, but she's not going to be around forever. So let's see. She needs the potty and she needs some hunger. I don't think I've bought them a potty, so let's just get one of those. Oh wait, no, there it is. There's one. Right, let's just potty train Marina. And after that, we can also get her a bottle. How about that? Oh, why is she complaining? Oh dear. Maybe... I wonder if Angela is struggling a little bit with motherhood. She does have a really strong relationship with Marina. Is it just because she's hungry? I feel like her needs are in quite a good place, but I guess she's feeling a bit fussy this morning. Where'd she go? Marina. Oh, she just teleported over to the dog food. She couldn't wait. Dustin, you need to be at work in an hour. Why don't you get going? If they're both at work today, because Angela's got work shortly too, I guess we're going to have to leave Grandma to it. So, come on, Gran, let's get changed. Right, where's that little kid? There she is. Is she ready for potty training now? Let's hope so. Let's try this again then. Yeah, with Coral getting older, I do feel a little bit bad using her for, you know, free childcare. But at the same time, Coral is a family sim, and I think she's kind of always been happiest when, you know, spending time with her family. And, you know, hopefully Angela and Dustin aren't just leaving everything up to Coral. I would hope they would be quite involved parents when they're not at work, but yeah, I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Let's just take her to the potty. Has she learned any of her skills yet? I'm guessing not, because she only just... Nell graduated? Oh, Nell graduated. That's her cousin. No, technically her aunt, because Nell is the unborn baby broke, so that's Nell. So yeah, her auntie. There we go. Well done, well done. Ah, well done, Marina. If you could just move. I just need you to empty this. Marina is so cute. She's very well dressed, baby. Oh, for goodness sake, why do they always want to play in the toilet? Like, we have plenty of... Oh, we don't. I was going to say, oh, we've got plenty of toddler toys. We don't have any toddler toys. Well, there's your problem. Okay, let's just buy a few things quickly. Alright, I think the nursery is looking pretty cute now. Oh my god, she's just holding this thing of baby poo endlessly. Marina, please. Okay, there we go. Marina, please don't play with that. Why don't you come over here and play in your nursery? if you're going to play anywhere. Coral, when you're done putting that away, maybe we can work on teaching Marina how to talk. I don't want to have her teaching her to walk, because I notice when elders are teaching toddlers to walk, they always have back pain, and I feel sort of sorry for them. So maybe Dustin and Angela can handle that part, but we can teach her to talk. I think that would be sweet. What's our relationship with Grandma like? Yeah, they're friends, but not best friends yet, so maybe that's something we can work on as well. Notice Coral even wants to throw a party. That's cute. She wants to throw a party, and she wants to get to know her son-in-law better, and both of those are pretty valid goals, I think. Oh, her first word is teddy, and she doesn't even have a teddy. Can she say grandma? No, I guess not. Not interested. Aww. Yay. Let's just get a closer look at Marina's little face. She definitely reminds me of Dustin. I think it's the eyes. But she's obviously got Angela's, you know, red hair and green eyes, so I think she's a good combination of them. Right, Coral is getting a little bit hungry, and I think Marina might be ready for a little bit of a nap, so let's put her in the crib. Maybe use the toilet real quick, and then we'll make ourselves something to eat. Aww, there we go. You have a nice little rest, Marina. Oh, she's got the cute little bear outfit. Oh, good night. Right, you have a little sleep. And then, yeah, let's... Ooh, and this needs taking out. And maybe something to eat. We'll have lunch for one person, and we can just grab some sandwiches. I don't think we need to go too crazy. What's up with the dogs? Oh, low bladder need. We'll just leave the dogs to it. I'm sure they'll be fine. I'm not sure why they're sleeping out here instead of in the bed that we have for them. I think we've got several dog beds in the house, but if they just want to sleep on the floor, fine. I don't really... Maybe that's because they're, Can we scold them for it? No, I guess not. Strange. Oh, Grimalkin's being good. Not chewing the furniture. We love to see it. Oh, Juliet's having her baby. I wonder what it's called. Maybe I should have played her long enough to make sure she got like a Shakespearean name for the baby, but I can always change it if it's really terrible. It didn't even occur to me until just now I can just rename them. But yeah, that's good to know. Good to know. Juliet Monty. That's going to take some getting used to. I mean, to be honest, I still think of Angela as Angela Pleasant. The fact that she's called Broke now, I don't know. It's weird to me. Right, let's make ourselves something to eat. Just a nice simple sandwich. Yay. Right, Angela has accrued like quite a few vacation days, and so has Dustin. So I think if we do want to grow their family, they'll be all right. Okay, Coral, you're going to have to finish that sandwich quickly and then go check on poor little Marina, who is crying her heart out for no reason. Oh, is he begging? Oh, is she going to throw him some food? No, I guess not. Coral doesn't respect it, you know. Eat from your bowl. I can see Coral very much being the sort of, you know, dogs should eat from their own food and not beg. You know, she's a bit old-fashioned. She doesn't think dogs should be treated as children. And does she like animals, I wonder? Let's check. Yeah, moderate liking of animals, but not like to the extent that Angela and Dustin do. Dustin's got max interest in animals. Right, let's put her back into her everyday. What does she need? She's just a bit bored, honestly, so maybe we should just play with her a little bit. We could play peekaboo, maybe, or teach her a nursery rhyme. Is that fun for toddlers? I hope so. Oh, Jane Stacks. Yeah, that's a great person for Angela to bring home. And Dustin's back from work too. Perfect, perfect. Right, does she actually gain fun from this? If not... No, she's not gaining any fun. Let's leave her to it. Coral, you can go to bed. Angela. Right, so Jane Stacks must be working in the political career. This is from The Sims University. I wonder what level she's at. Let's get to know her a little bit. Meanwhile, Dustin, what are you doing? Just taking a bath. That's probably a good idea. Right, and she does have a want to be friends with Jane, so that would be cute. And Jane is making friends with the dog, yay. Alright, so we're going to talk about the weather, blue skies. I wonder if they're working on some sort of campaign together. That would be cute. We'll have to ask what her job actually is. I want to know what level Jane's at. Like, is she a protege of Angela's? Coral's just going to have a little nap because she has been working hard and the parents are home now. What about Dustin? I might bump his energy up a little bit because I don't want him going to sleep just yet. Dustin, he's really into spending time with the dogs lately. I don't know about teaching them to come here, but maybe we can. Let's maybe teach Grimalkin. He also needs some career skills for work, and honestly, the sooner he gets promoted away from Dread Pirate, the better, because, you know, it is a little bit illegal and I feel like it doesn't look good for his career. Right, she's a campaign worker. Is she like working on Angela's campaign? I love that idea. Let's admire her and thank her for all her hard work, and maybe tell a little joke, and then we'll talk some more about maybe a bit of a gossip about politics. Oh wow, Pascal's aging up, Cassandra's aging up, Albany's aging up. Wow, Albany aged up into the perfect outfit. Ralph Picasso's aging up. Oh, Cassandra aging up hits me quite hard somehow. It looks like she aged up into quite a good outfit too though. Right, Ralph has grown. Oh, Andrea Cap. Cheryl Jock. Wow. I said we were going to play until Sunday, so we'll keep playing this slot. Who are we gossiping about? Someone dying. Angela, there's nothing to gossip about. Get a grip. Right. She wants to be best friends with Jane, but that means they have made friends. And she has a want for a party, so this could be a good opportunity to... I've been saying I want to have Lilith over. I always want to have Lilith over. Let's throw a little party. And I'm going to bump up her needs a little bit so that the party isn't a total flop. Okay. We can invite Erin Beaker. Oh, that's who... Tank just got together with. What if she brought Tank as a date to the party? Maybe not. Let's bring... Yeah, we won't bother inviting the parents. We're going to focus on our friends and family. Let's have John and Jennifer. And then I'll teleport over Lilith's kids and maybe Lucy. No, actually, never mind John and Jennifer, because I've just realised if we're focusing on Lilith, we don't really want all the extended family coming along. So let's just go with this, and we'll invite Lilith's kids via teleportation. Oh, and Tosha's here. That's one of Angela's friends as well. Right, let's just quickly... If we summon in Pandora... I think Carmilla might leave right away, though, because she's a vampire. I need to get a mod that changes that, but no luck at the moment. Let's have Ambrose. You know, I'm going to just cheat a little bit just to make this work. We'll put Ambrose with Marina, and they can hang out together. You know, little cousins being friends. I think that would be so cute. And actually, I've changed my mind. Let's invite Damien as well, because I would miss him if he wasn't here. But I can't remember the name of the household he's in now. Is it not this fraternity? It's Frat Brothers. Damien, here he is. Right, brilliant. Let's have everyone here. Okay, Carmilla doesn't want to stick around, but that's fine. Right, let's go talk to Lilith, who looks way more pregnant than she should, but whatever. Where's Pandora? Maybe we can do that pillow fight. One of the mods I have makes it so they have to be actually near a bedroom for that, so maybe... let's not worry about it. Let's not pillow fight specifically, let's just hang out with her. I think if we chat, we could get to know each other a little bit better. Jane quite fancies Damien, and they are roughly the same age, so that is alright. Let's get to know Pandora a little bit better. This is our niece. And I feel like they have good friendship potential. Oh, he's still training the dog. Well, let's just... But would Dustin be all that motivated to talk to this slot? Like, I don't know. I feel like Dustin is a family man, but he's more interested in his direct family. Oh, but Brandy's here. He would definitely want to at least say hello to Brandy. Let's go give her a hug. Lilith, don't start hanging out with Gordon. I can't believe this. That's the last thing we need. No, look, he's like becoming... He's mingling. Okay, but Lilith doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with it. No, Gordon King being here feels like maybe a bad move, but here we are. Oh, see, she's rolling all these once about Pandora. She actually rolled the pillow fight one again. I don't know if we can dance. We don't have any music. Maybe we should have some music. We could put on we could put a little radio in here. Let's just buy one real quick. Does this room not have any lights? Whoops. Let's give it an actual light. Let's go really quick. Have a bit of a gossip with Lilith, who unfortunately is trying to get to the toilet. Maybe I should have given her a bit of space. Alright, I don't want to cause problems in the bath room. They're talking about... Oh, maybe she's talking about Carlos, explaining about the father of the baby. How he was a award-winning boxer. Oh, look. Dustin is trying to grab our ass. There's a lot of, Okay, he's going for it. He was determined to get that one in there. Right. Let's try and dance with... Oh, someone turned it off. Oh, Dustin, well done. Well done. Are you going to change the baby? No, don't bathe her. Dustin, for goodness sake, she needs a nappy change. Do that and then put her in the crib. If she's ready? Yeah, I think she is. Right, and now, let's dance with Pandora. Is Lilith's pregnancy progressing without us? Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that. Maybe I'll have to send Lilith home. It must be another story progression thing, because I have Lilith set not to age, but her pregnancy seems to be progressing, which it isn't really meant to do. I don't want Lilith to, you know, have the baby outside of an actual episode. So, you know what, I'm going to clear off Lilith a little bit ahead of everyone else. And we'll just say, you know, she was really tired or not feeling very well. And Lilith can instead get to know her. Not Lilith, Angela can instead get to know her nibblings. Oh, but now she wants to hang out with Lilith. Oh, that's a shame. Are they friends again yet? Not quite. I really want them to be friends. Maybe when I'm playing Lilith, we can work on that. Where is, I see Marina is being looked after. Where is, baby Ambrose? Or has he gone home? Oh no, he's down here. Aww. What if we go and... No, because he's Malcolm's baby. I don't know if Angela would even be into it. Oh, we are getting quite tired. Let's just keep our energy up until the end of the party. Come on, you can do it. Same for you, Dustin. Oh, look at him putting the baby to bed. That's so cute. Erin just started dating Tank Grunt, right? I'm gonna just take a quick cheeky peek at her. Yeah, they've got crushes on each other. Interesting. Does she have crushes on anyone else? I don't think she does. She has kissed, The Best Cuisine and went on a date with her, but I don't think it became serious. And look, she doesn't even have a crush on her, where she does have a crush on Tank, even though they only have one bolt. So I guess, they've started seeing each other, but I don't know if it's serious yet. She is a little bit older than Tank, but not like insanely old or anything. Oh, interesting. I'm not going to rush that, but I think it's good that Tank's at least seeing someone. Dustin going to have a little nap next to the baby. You know what, I'm going to allow him that, because even though, you know, it's a party, I prefer him to be socializing with people. I feel like him wanting to kind of keep an eye on the baby and sleep in the same room as her, it's quite sweet. I thought Angela was going to go talk to Erin, but apparently she just wants to have a bath. Well, that's fine. Seems like everyone in the household needs a bath. Nemo, you're not funny. Stop it. Oh, look at him hanging out with Erin. Cute. I think parties at this house are probably quite good. They've got this whole little games room with, like, you know, a pinball machine. I can see it being a fun time. What's she come to go do? Oh, join in. Cute. Look at them. Ah, her nephew, Iago. Why don't you talk to each other? Do you even know each other very well? Maybe you could. We could talk about a hobby. Do you think he likes games? We can talk to him about it. So far, it's not going great. I guess he's not interested in talking about her public transport initiatives. Oh, there they go. Lilith, Angela giving her nephew some pinball tips. We've got Gordon boogieing out in the foreground. I don't know, I feel like for your politics as well, it's not great to have like a burglar who is a family friend, but I don't know. I mean, I guess she can probably just make it work. And there's Tosha Go, one of Angela's friends from when she was a teenager. Oh, she wants to juggle. Let's do that. I feel like that would be a fun little party trick. Okay, and everyone had a good time. Yay! Oh, they're gonna miss Angela's juggling. Oh well, never mind the juggling. Goodbye, everyone. We need to wash the dogs. Erin, stop checking out our husband. Oh, Dustin is quite a involved father autonomously, which I like to see. I wonder if he's going to go get her a bottle. Let's just dress her in her everyday real quick, Dustin. And then you can bring her a bottle. I think that would be nice. Meanwhile, Angela, could you wash that dog? Danny is looking disgusting. Although I don't know where he is. Oh, what's Lilith doing here? Is she just visiting? Very cute, if so. Oh, she's just invited herself in. Lilith, it's so cute that you want to play pinball, but I'm genuinely worried about your pregnancy progressing too far. Let's go hang out with her nonetheless. Maybe when visiting Blue Water Village to see her sister, Lilith stays at like, you know, an Airbnb or something. And so she went to go and have a lie down. And then when she came back, the party was over. But, you know, it's nice to see them spending a little bit of time together. Oh, and Lilith is talking about cooking. Of course, she's going to be working in a brand new restaurant in River Blossom Hills, and she's going to be in charge of the menu. She's going to be the head chef, the restaurateur. So it's nice to see her talking about that with Angela. I think Angela probably isn't as much of a cook. Like, she can cook, but she sees it more as a chore and not really something she enjoys doing, I think. Let me just check. Oh no, Angela's got really high interest in food as well. Maybe Maybe it's something they're both into. Now they're talking about love. Yeah, I can see Lilith probably wanting to share, you know, her little thing with Carlos with her. All right, and now we're going to say goodbye. Oh, it was nice to see her pop by again. It's like I dismissed her and Lilith was like, no, I'd like to make a bit more of an appearance than this. All right, Dustin, if you're going to be hanging out with the dogs, maybe you could wash. Which dog is this? Grimalkin. He needs washing. I mean, really, all of them do. It's getting completely out of control. But I'm sure they won't be around forever, so let's enjoy the dogs while we can. Nobody's got any sleep. It's 2 a.m. Angela, maybe you can have a little nap upstairs. I like that she's sleeping on the sofa, but the xylophone is just going to wake her up immediately. The only thing is, because we had that party, we didn't get to work on our toddler skills as much as maybe, it would have been nice to work on that some more, but hey-ho. Right, where's Grimalkin? He's meant to be coming. Haven't we trained him? Yeah, here he comes. Coral is actually doing the best out of everyone. Let's use the toilet, and then maybe we could serve some breakfast for everyone. Oh my god, please, Grimalkin. Don't pee in Coral's room. You're awful. Terrible dog. Ah. I can't believe this. Come on. Come on, get in the bath. Oh my god, is it like... No, don't have a bath yourself. Dustin, I swear. Is the bath not set up right? Maybe we can try this one? This is why the dogs in my game always smell, because it's so difficult getting them to get in the bath. Right, there you go. Amazing. Although I can see that he's not really behaving. Oh, he didn't even finish getting scolded for escaping from the bath. I love how out of control their dogs are. They are like not incredible pet owners, to be honest. Right, let's go have something to eat before we absolutely die. Meanwhile, Marina really needs to work on her potty training. Maybe Angela could do that while I know, sorry to interrupt your sleep, Angela, but that's being a mum. So let's just quickly try and get Marina potty trained, if possible. Meanwhile, she does have this want to become better friends with Dustin, so let's just dispose of that and then just sit down next to him and we can make some conversation with our son-in-law, who it looks like they still haven't even really got to know each other. Okay, there we go. Just going to talk about war, politics. Ah, more cats and dogs. Right, they're talking about Angela's political career. Maybe Coral shares my concerns about, you know, Dustin's criminal activity as a pirate reflecting badly on her. Meanwhile, how's the potty training going? Angela doesn't look as if she's loving it, but it's coming along nonetheless. Oh, she wants to be tickled. Well, after she's done with her potty training, let's tickle her. Yay, well done. Right, and actually let's just hold Marina, because I want to teach her to talk, but I don't want it to be in here. Let's just go into the nursery and let's start teaching her to talk. I know she wants to walk as well as talk. I might even have Angela take the day off work today, because she doesn't have the skills to get promoted anyway. It looks like she's got her protege Jane kind of having things under control, and I do want to make sure Marina actually gets these potty training skills. I feel like she really needs this. I would also like Dustin and Angela to have more kids. I mean, they could be a one and done kind of family. They are both very career oriented, but Dustin's lifetime want is to have 3 children on high levels of the career. So I don't know, it'd be nice for them to have another one. Maybe they should adopt. I hadn't even considered that, but that could be kind of nice. I could see that being something they would like to do. Especially Angela's mum is adopted, you know, Coral adopted. So I can see that being something that, you know, they might do as well. Yeah, maybe they'll have one more bio kid and also adopt a child. I think that could be really sweet. Right, Angela, you're going to take the day off work today. But Dustin, you've got to get out there. Yay. Right, and now she's super tired, so let's just put her in her crib. Oh, okay, Coral's gonna do it. That's fine. Alright, Angela, you're quite hungry and you need the toilet. Let's just, you know, use the toilet then. I think get changed into your everyday and then have something to eat. I know we've got loads of leftovers in the fridge. Right, and then we might even have time for a little bit of self-care. We could do some yoga, which is something I like to imagine Angela does. She does also need logic and creativity for work. Maybe she could play the piano. I do have this thing, which is meant to be like a pet bed, a pet bath that only works for pets. And I think it might be quite useful for this family. You know, this is a lot of dogs to keep track of and it's driving me a little bit mad. So I'm going to have them just have this and use it. I also want them to have a little garden because Angela and Dustin are both nature enthusiasts. So let's just give them a small bit of garden. There we go. Skylar is aging up. I think that's actually Mary Sue's cat. Oh no! Sarah! Angela, don't comment on the dog's smell. Oh, Sarah. No, she's leaving Angela. Never mind how she smells. Who the hell is this guy? Can you leave? We're trying to mourn our dog's death. Oh. Oh, Sarah. Oh, that's so sad. Oh no, not Danny as well? Danny and Sarah? No. Oh, Angela's like trying to comfort Grimalkin, maybe, as his doggy parents both pass away. Oh, that's really sad. They had a good life though. They had a really nice life. I think Angela and Dustin really provided for them and they got to stay together and keep their puppy with them the whole time, which, I don't know. It's nice in a way, even though it's sad. Let's just put their grave somewhere nice then. You know, these rocks and their little garden is quite sweet. And then I'm just gonna give it more of a grave-like look. We'll do the thing where you make it look a little bit recently disturbed, but we'll put some flowers on the grave. How about that? Oh, I don't know. Like, the dogs were annoying me, but I didn't, you know, it feels sad. So they get some little flowers and maybe something like a little bone to memorialize them. Yeah, I think that's sweet. Lovely. Aww. Goodbye to those sweet little puppies. But now we've just got Grimalkin. And he's getting on in age as well, but I don't think he's gonna pass away just yet. Right, so let's do some gardening, do some yoga, you know, spend a little time on ourselves. We've got Grandma here too. Maybe she can help out a little bit with some of it. Oh, wow, Angela. Oh, yeah, okay, she's not quite there yet. Not bad, though. Not bad at all. Alright. Okay, we're calling that good. That was not bad, Angela. But look, Grimalkin's out of control, and it's probably, you know, the death of his doggy parents has upset him quite a bit. So let's scold him for that, and then wash him. And see, this is a bath that Sims won't bathe in themselves. I can't remember where I got it. It's originally from Around the Sims 2, but somebody upgraded it. I can't remember who, I'm sorry. But I say upgraded it. They made it so you can only wash dogs in it. So we'll look after Grimalkin. And meanwhile, I think Marina is ready to get out of bed. And she looks like she needs potty training. I feel like the potty training never stops. Let's send Coral to go deal with that. Oh, we're giving him a little treat. Cute. But he still needs washing. Don't forget about washing that dog. I wonder if they should hire a pet trainer. I've never tried hiring a pet trainer. I don't even really know how it works. There we go. Okay. Oh, for goodness sake. Is he ever gonna just let us get him clean? For goodness sake. Oh, Don Lothario being promoted. I gave him some glasses to make him look a bit more studious. Eric Swain's joined the showbiz career. I guess he must have finished university, and same with Gunnar Rock. I think I might find them in the sim bin after this, so I'll get everyone situated. We have got to potty train that toddler pronto. Come on, potty train. Stop drawing. Let us potty train you. Come on, potty train. I'm scared she's not going to make it. Come on, Grandma, you can do it. Ah, look at that bladder bar, come on. Yes, she's on. Right, and Angela used a vacation day today. I think this is a good use for it though. She got to say goodbye to her dogs. She got to do a little bit of yoga. I think we'll have a nap now, but then later maybe we can spend some more time with Marina and finish teaching her to walk. We taught her how to talk today, so, you know, that was a good use of the day. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, Coral. You're doing great. You know, I thought Coral might die, but maybe not. Maybe she doesn't go yet, but part of me doesn't want to stop playing the family because I'm worried that Coral will pass away with story progression, and I will be really sad if that happens. I guess actually I could hit her with the thing that stops her from aging, but realistically she can't just stick around forever. She must be really, really old by now. You know, her daughter's like in her late 30s. Her granddaughter, sorry. So I don't know, I don't want Coral to die, but it also seems unrealistic that she wouldn't have died by now. I don't know. Right, well, Dustin's gonna get into bed. And do you know what? I don't want to miss anything with this family, but I do want to move on to others. So I'm going to actually hit them with story progression, general, and we're not going to disable story progression because if they have more children or if they get promoted, that's great. But what I don't want is for them to keep aging. I don't want Coral to die without us. And to be honest, I don't want to miss too much with Marina. I'd quite like to, you know, I'd like to spend more time with this family and maybe play them separately to this little story progression outing. So we're going to disable off-screen aging for the family. And that should stop Coral from passing away while we're not playing them, because I don't want to miss that. It's kind of a big life event. I don't know if we'll have it, you know, in a video, but I want to see it personally. And we'll return to the neighborhood and move on to the next family. And while we're on the topic of, I guess, Sims that I've shown side episodes for in the past, I think I want to play with Tank Grunt next. Oh, and we'll need to move these two into places. We've got Eric Swain and Gunnar Rock. I feel like Gunnar Rock would want to live in the city. I'm not sure about Eric Swain, but I might just put him in the city as well out of laziness. Let's just quickly head downtown and put them away somewhere. Right, so Eric Swain here, he's in a relationship with Rick Contrary. He also wants to win fights with 20 different Sims. That's insane. This guy is really cranky. He's apparently working in showbiz, but I normally think of him as more of an artist. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll have Rick move in. Is Rick still at university? I don't know. But I was thinking this like slightly artsy flat, which I think I originally built for Delilah O'Keefe, would be a nice one for him. Let's just rent it furnished. There we go. Lovely. What I'd like is for him to call Rick and double check if Rick, because if he's graduated as well, he might have moved back in with his parents, but that's not really what I want. I'd like them to live together since they're, engaged. So let's see, did I forget to get a phone for this apartment? I guess so. Well, that's not a problem, we can buy one. And I need to give him an outfit that isn't this ridiculous. I mean, it's not ridiculous. It just isn't. I feel like it's not something he would be wearing, But all right, we're going to sign the rental contract. We're going to gussy up and change everything. And we're going to see where our boyfriend is. I said fiance. It looks like they're not fiancés, but they are like, a couple. A long-term couple, so I'd like them to, act like it. Of course, if these guys are graduating college, I think Damien probably should graduate college too. I've been running the numbers, and I do think maybe Damien should graduate college, but I might wait until Lilith's settled into her new life before I move Damien in with them again and graduate him. I don't want to rush to do absolutely everything just in this episode. I already think this is going to be like a, 4-hour yapping extravaganza. So, let's try and keep it reasonable. So he's a little bit fighty. So maybe he should be wearing something a little bit edgy, a little bit rebellious, but not like, no, he is an artist. So he wouldn't be wearing something like, he can be an artist who's also a little bit punk rock. Yeah, why not? Maybe we should wear something like this. Or this. Maybe this is going too crazy. How edgy do we think Eric Swain is? Would he wear this? He's going out with Rick Contrary, who's quite goth. Maybe they should both go quite alt with it. We could do this and then give him like a mohawk or something. That could be fun. Right, I might give him the locks actually. I know these are like the texture on them's a little bit like very early base game Sims 2, but I've always quite liked how animated they are. I suppose the alternative is this hair, which is from one of the Sims stores, which I do like on him, but honestly I kind of dig this look. Let's just do it. And we'll give him a bit of stubble too. Yes. He looks attractive. I think it's a good look. Very strong. Right, where's Rick? We just invited him and he said he'd be right here. Where is he? Where's our boy? There he is. Oh god, he's grown up into like this kind of hippie outfit. He must have finished college as well then. Yeah, and he wants to marry a rich Sim. Right, I don't know if we're rich, but he probably graduated and moved back in with his parents, and realistically he doesn't even really get on with his parents. So I just don't see that for him. So let's stop controlling. Let's invite him to, let's greet him. And then we'll ask him to move in and we'll give him a bit of a makeover too. There we go. Amazing. And we're going to ask him to move in. Yeah, he is living with his parents. Well, I don't want him living with his parents. Asked him to move in. And Rick, you're also getting a makeover. I love how he has this want to get engaged to Rick. And Rick wants to marry Rich. And I don't know if Eric counts as rich. I don't know if you can still get that one if you live together. But whatever. Let's just forget about that. Let's buy you some more appropriate clothes. To be honest, I really liked his university look and I might just keep it. Yeah, this outfit. I really like Rick in this like trad goth look. I've always felt like it suited him, so let's just have that back. Right, now that I've got them living together, I mean, actually, we could play with them for a bit, but do we want to? I'm gonna say no. Let's, you know, as fond as I am of these two, we've got too many other families to get through today. I don't think we've got time for this particular side quest, but yeah, I love these two, so I'm glad to see their relationship still doing okay. You know, we'll see if story progression gets them engaged. I wouldn't mind playing them and taking them out on a little date to get engaged, all of that good stuff, but yeah, again, it's just time. We don't, yeah. I don't want this episode to be like 12 hours long, you know? Right, so let's put Gunnar Rock somewhere. Let's put him in the apartment with Dirk. And again, he needs a change of outfit, something like a little bit more punk rock, but not too punk rock. I mean, I'll have to check. Didn't he get a career in something that isn't music? But with a name like Gunnar Rock, it's like he's saying he wants to be a rock star. You know, maybe that actually is his legal name and not a stage name. I always assumed it was a stage name. Here he is. His lifetime want is to perform 200 paid salon makeovers. Oh, he's in the criminal career. Oh, well, that's perfect. You've got a private investigator living right above you. Right. If in that case, maybe he should have this like slightly dodgy little apartment at the bottom floor. Or is he's only a pickpocket, so he's not like a really well-paid criminal yet. So let's pop him in this downstairs flat. Oh yeah, you get to it from the back. There we go. That could be his apartment. It's good enough. It doesn't even have a double bed though, so I'm sure he'll want to find somewhere better as soon as he can. And then I just want to give him a more appropriate outfit once again. Honestly, I think for him, I just want to go with the default, like, punk outfit, like this one. Alright, there's Gunnar. We'll leave him alone now that he's got his makeover. Because the sim I really want to play next is actually Tank Grunt. Where's he live? Oh yeah, Strangetown's the base neighborhood. Now that he's got this little relationship with Erin going, I'm quite eager to check in on Tank and see what comes of that. So let's see, here's Tank. He's always lived under the hard thumb of his father, General Buzz Grunt. We've got the singles girls living here. And to be honest, you know, Kirsten has married Johnny and they've got their daughter Jasmine. So that's a happy ending for them. Obviously, we've also got Lola who's dating Dirk Dreamer. Chloe has not much going on, to be honest. So I'm kind of eager to play the singles as well, or maybe we'll just play Tank for the moment because I love Tank. And obviously, you know, he's one of Lilith's exes, so we're invested in him somewhat. I think Tank is friends with these two. But yeah, I feel like if he is going to move on from Lilith, he might want to do it sooner rather than later. If he wants to start a family especially, maybe him and Erin would be interested in having children together. I mean, it's a little bit, they're not in love yet, but I just feel like we have to hurry things along a little bit. I don't want these Sims to run out of chances. Right, he doesn't want to be BFFs with her, that's cute. He's a drill instructor at the moment, but I don't think that's really where his passion lies. His passion lies in robotics, and he does have a little gadget thingy out here. His lifetime want is to be self-employed, so I think long-term, he's maybe hoping to quit the army and open up a little robotics shop. I don't know if that would be in Strangetown, or if he would move to maybe Blue Water Village even for it. But I could see a robotics shop opening in Strangetown if it's like a really speciality sort of thing. Meanwhile, Buzz Grunt, he wants to see a relative get engaged. To be honest, if anyone's going to get engaged, it's going to be Buck. I think even Buck might already be engaged though, so in which case, it's about Tank. If we look at the family tree, Rip does have children, Danielle and Layla, but it doesn't look as if Buzz has much of a relationship with them. I mean, to be honest, maybe we could try and invite Rip over for a reconciliation. No, he still dislikes Rip even after all this time. He's got -13 with him. He apparently has met Danielle and he likes her well enough. I don't know. He apparently also has good chemistry with Lola and Crystal Curious. I'm trying to remember, didn't he and Crystal woohoo at one point? Yeah. And she's married to Laszlo, so that's not a good sign. Right, he wants to talk to someone, and Tank is right here, so let's go talk to our son. Let's badmouth someone. Who's he mad at? Who are we badmouthing? Shane Tang? Oh, the burglar. Okay. I mean, I'm sure Tank also hates the burglar anyway. There's probably not a lot of need to badmouth him. Yeah, okay, they're just bonding over their hatred of criminals. Oh, he wants to be friends with Mary Sue and Jennifer. In one of my long-term saves, Buzz and Mary Sue ended up getting together, actually. But I don't think in this universe they are gonna do that. I think I'm quite happy for Buzz to just die alone. Not to be too mean. Oh good, he's healthy again. Didn't know he was ill, but that's good to know. Oh yeah, didn't he sleep with Cersei? I forgot that even happened. So I guess he's wanting to get back out there again. Right, so it's Friday night. It's already 8 o'clock. Oh, yeah, it's a little bit late, but you know, let's pretend that that's not the case. It's Friday night. He's got off work. Maybe shall we invite Erin out? Go on a date and see how that relationship is going. You know, he does have a want to be BFFs with her once we're finished cleaning the toilet. I feel like even though Buzz is so old now, Tank's still a bit scared of his dad in some ways and like kind of just wants to make sure the house is nice so that he doesn't get yelled at. You know, he's a very disciplined person. Right, let's invite Erin Beaker on a date. We'll go to a community lot. I should probably get a car for these guys. Since they're getting a taxi and since it's late at night, I don't feel Strangetown probably has very much of a nightlife, so I think they're going to go downtown. But where downtown? Maybe one of the clubs I've got. My favourite is always FM. Let's go there. Right, here we are at FM. With our dear Erin, who, to be honest, considering how old she is, I should probably give her a slightly more age-appropriate makeover at some point. Not that she's, like, really old. Oh, and she wants to become a witch. Well, that's very exciting. I'm not sure if Tank would be down with that, but, you know, that's his problem. Let's tickle her. And maybe just give her a hug, you know. Show we're happy to see her. And we can tell a joke. Yeah, I feel like Erin is maybe quite a good person for Tank. I feel like she probably is going to get him out of his comfort zone a little bit, which is something he really needs. Like, look, he actually wants to sing a duet with her, which feels slightly out of character for Tank, right? Do you think of him as someone who does karaoke? With him being, like, really shy, right? Isn't he quite shy? Yeah. So I feel like him wanting to do karaoke is a bit of a breakthrough. He wants to talk to her and she wants to talk to him. So let's talk really quickly. What should we talk about? Why don't we talk about our science hobby? Okay, and she's talking with us about it. Tank being interested in science. I guess she has a scientist for a brother and perhaps grew up in quite a kind of STEM-oriented family, I could imagine. Right, he still wants to dance with her and do a pillow fight. She wants to have a pillow fight and dance. Dancing would be cute. But let's do some karaoke first. I don't even know if there'll be anywhere to dance. Maybe. Maybe. Let's go sing together. Erin and Natasha Uno would make such a good friendship duo. But we won't worry about that. Oh great, neither of them can sing. Aww. And see, even though they're not very good, they seem to be having fun together. I think these two, they're not in love yet. It's not like a very serious relationship at the moment, but I think she's, you know, maybe helping Tank get out of his shell and get over himself a little bit. He's someone who is very, like, you know, brooding, a little bit angsty, very, like, not rebellious, and Erin is kind of the opposite and maybe is encouraging him a little bit to, you know, actually follow his own dreams and, you know, do more things for himself. And right, time's running out, but don't worry, it looks like we've got wants to make out with her and kiss her, so let's go ahead and do that, and we'll stop singing karaoke. Okay, stop. Okay, good. Come on, put the mics down. You need to make out right now before we run out of time. Oh, she's enjoying the rain. See, Erin is someone who enjoys the difficult things in life, you know. She's like a romanticize your life sort of girl. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I just feel like even whether it's endgame or not, this relationship could be very healing for Tank. But long term, I don't know. How compatible do we think they are? Maybe she would be a bit too, I don't know, frivolous for him. But at the same time, oh god, Beatrice Monty's graduated and she's wearing like a stupid hula outfit. Well, look, we're not going to worry. We're just going to ignore that. Okay, well, we want to woohoo with her, but she doesn't have a woohoo one yet. She just wants to dance with us. So maybe we could do a slow dance first. Or even a classic dance. Aha! See, now she wants to as well. It says it's her very first woohoo. I don't feel that it is. We're going to just ignore that. I feel like Erin isn't someone who has, like, never dated anyone. I think she's probably, you know, reasonably experienced. She's probably had a few relationships in the past. But let's go woohoo in the photo booth then. Oh, he fell in love. Oh my gosh, of course he did. He wants to get engaged? Oh my god, should we do it? She isn't in love with him though. But maybe that could cause him to eventually get his heart broken. Oh my god, this is crazy. Because Tank, he proposed to Lilith so quickly as well. Maybe he's just kind of romantic like that. Oh, it's a shame. Part of me always kind of wanted Tank to get together with Lilith in the end. Oh, I don't know. But, I mean, they could always get a divorce. Okay, well, she woohooed with him, right? Why isn't that fulfilled? I'm going to fulfill it manually. Oh, maybe I can't? Come on, Erin. Work with me here. Okay, she wants a hug. Let's do that instead. Okay. Oh my god, I just checked her once, and meanwhile she wants to fall in love with the best, which is the chef. What if I lock that for her? Anyway, Tank, why don't you be seated? Honestly, I feel like he might be setting himself up for heartbreak, but I think, you know, Tank is feeling like she is fixing him, she's going to solve all his problems, and, you know, maybe we're going to propose. You know, Erin's like fun, she's colourful, she's bringing us out of our shell, and she's like, you know, like us, been single for a long time. Her friendship has meant a lot to him, helped him to heal from his like past heartbreak. We're going to order the chef's choice. Okay, she's writing it down. Oh, Hermia's having a baby. Good. Right, and she's still talking about their friendship, which I think is... Oh wait, let's just allow the food to arrive. Here's the food. Okay, just normal standard food. Right, let's go ahead and make this happen. So she's talking about films that she's seen recently. Tank is going to go ahead and propose. Wait, what's she saying? She looks shocked. Oh no! Turned him down! Oh, Tank! Wow. You know, I was expecting her to kind of get swept up in the moment and say yes anyway, but I do have that random chance of rejection mod, so I guess that can happen. Oh, poor Tank. What if can you just propose again? That would be really funny. No, we're not going to propose again immediately. Oh, that's a little bit heartbreaking. What's interesting is that it doesn't seem to have, like, deterred him from being in love with her, but I guess he knows where they stand now. He was like, you know, let's get married, let's start a family. And she was sort of like, actually, I really would rather just keep this relationship casual, you know. I'm seeing a few people and I'm not really feeling like I want anything serious. So Tank, he's like smiling and nodding, but I think he would be feeling a little bit heartbroken over this. And she's like, and anyway, I don't think I could marry a Capricorn. You know, astrology is really important to her, probably. I can't remember what her sign is. I don't know what signs are compatible with what. I just feel like Erin is the sort of person who would say like, oh, I can't marry a Capricorn. Oh, Erin. Well, never mind Erin, poor Tank. I think we'll have to unlock this, want to get engaged. His carpool's coming. Oh yeah, shit, I forgot we're playing with community. We're gonna have to end the date here then, I think. I forgot we're playing with story progression, so I don't get my usual. Right, she's a bit... Oh, Tank. God, this is so awkward. No, Tank, come on. She's like bored. She's just yawning. She's like, I'm sick of this guy. I've just remembered she wasn't even actually in love with him, so probably no wonder she said no. Anyway, let's pay the bill and leave. Oh, Tank. Tank, please stop crying. This is getting embarrassing. Oh god. Well, that's the end of that. Anyway, we need to get home for work, so off we go. Right, that wasn't quite what I expected, but in a way it feels so perfect. Like, poor Tank, of course he gets his proposal rejected again. And Antonio Monti adopts a cat, you know? Oh, Tank! God, he's crying so much. I really feel sorry for him. And he's angry about the burglar. Tank, you really need to sort it out. Get back to Strange Town ready for work. Man, that was so depressing. Poor Tank. Well, Buzz, I don't think that's gonna happen. At least not yet. Oh, but he wants to appreciate Tank. That's so sweet. Maybe we could invite Buck over today. See if Buck and Jill want to come over together. They are engaged. Oh, Tank, I'm sorry. But on the plus side, going on the date boosted your needs a little bit and now you don't need to go to bed. Where's his carpool? Maybe we need to walk to work? Alright, forget all that. Let's get to work. Now, Buzz, why don't you call... actually, he's kind of tired. Let's just put him to bed. Oh god, and Erin's coming by? Awkward. No, we've got work. We don't have time for her? Man, poor Tank. Just mega rejected. I was doing the maths recently, and I think Buck should be quite a few years older than Damien, so really Buck should definitely be home from college by now. I might play him and Jill and just get them graduated. I wonder if, actually, what if Buck and Jill moved in here? Because I feel in his old age, Buzz is becoming more and more of a family man, right? Do you think we should have Buzz retire? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I just have this thought, what if Buck and Jill moved in here? Because I think of the three sons, I don't know. I would really like Tank to move out, to be honest, but with Buzz in great, you know, on his own, I feel like Tank doesn't want to leave his father on his own. But if Buck was living here, you know, it's a little bit, you know, isn't this unfair to Buck though? But maybe Buck would like get something out of it, childcare if nothing else. I don't know. We'll have to play Buck to figure this out. How is his robotics coming along? He hasn't even got a badge yet. I don't want him to open a business too early. I think he needs to like learn the skill a little bit first, enough to at least make some more toys. Make some more robots, I mean. So when he gets home from work, maybe we can work. Oh, there's Lola. Well, never mind Lola. Oh, Buck's graduated from college. Oh, he just shows up. Wow, I didn't realize that's how it worked. I guess now we know. Right, well, it's about time you graduated from college, Buck. And now Tank has just got back from work. Well, maybe you should give your brother a hug now that he's home from college. He has got Jill. I thought him and Jill were engaged. Are they not? Maybe not. But it looks like she is. Maybe we could invite her around and get engaged to Jill. Because Jill will be moving into the Smith house, but Johnny and Kristen are living there and they've got like, you know, their own children. So if anything, I think Jill would want to get out of that house, and then maybe we can do what I was thinking and have Tank eventually move out. But let's give Buck a hug. What's his lifetime want? To get abducted 20 times and learn from aliens. Buck, is that why you're dating Jill, who is technically a half alien? Journalism, education, or science are all good picks for him. So I tell you what, now that we're home, where's the computer? Oh, it's in Tank's room. I'm going to move it downstairs. It's good to have a family computer. And Buck, why don't you find a job and then we'll invite Jill over. Tank, why don't you take a bath? I'm just going to bump your energy up a little bit because I don't want you to go to bed yet. And obviously, I think Buzz probably would want Buck to go into the military, but I don't think we're going to go into the military. He wants to be a pet stylist to the stars. Legal secretary? No. Show business? I'm going to say no. These are like all Maxis careers, but if the Sims 1 animal care career comes up, I might give Buck that, because I think it's in line with his biography and his love of animals. Paranormal? Let's keep looking. Vidkin's been promoted, great. Circus? No. Oh, lots of promotions happening. Good. Good. Military? No. Okay, no jobs for him yet. Alright, well, I'm gonna lock education for Buck because I can see that for him. Although he is a knowledge sim. But yeah, I feel like he has family secondary vibes. Has he been given a family secondary yet? And at this point, I'm not sure why, but the audio cut out as I was playing, but I'll give you the cliff notes on what happened. So I gave Buck the family secondary, which I feel like he needed. I don't know why I always give Buck a family secondary. I gave him the ability to summon aliens as well, since he does have this lifetime want to meet, get abducted 20 times. So I feel like the summoning aliens perk is going to be very necessary for that. And once that was done, we invited over Jill, and I noticed Buck diligently cleaning the counters because he's a neat sim. He gets the little bubbles when he cleans, which I thought was cute. Yeah, Jill came over. We tried to have a nice family dinner. It didn't really work that well because everybody didn't sit down at the same time and they sat at completely different tables. My idea of Buck proposing to her at the table with his family around him. Didn't really work at all, especially because Buzz went to go and greet Crystal. And Crystal, you might remember, is who he's currently having an affair with. But despite, the family dinner not really working, I did have Buzz get to know Jill a little bit, and I did notice he was talking about potential grandchildren, maybe. And after they'd got to know each other a little bit, Buck came over and proposed. Buzz looked on approvingly, but then afterwards he started arguing with her, and I was like, why is he arguing with her? Is he not happy about the engagement? But I noticed they were arguing about jewelry, and that got me thinking, what if Buck proposed with Lila's ring, Buzz's missing wife? What if when she left the ring on her nightstand because she was breaking up with him? And Buzz has kept that ever since, but then Buck took it and used it to propose to Jill, like an heirloom ring. Maybe that was something he was pissed off with her about. But, it's not really Jill's fault. If anything, he should have been arguing with Buck about it, so I don't know. Then they argued about dogs. I think probably he was talking about how if she joins the family, she has to make sure that she's disciplining the dog properly and not spoiling her. But anyway, I got the two of them set up for the wedding. I was looking through Jill's formal wear, and I noticed she had this pink dress that I thought was really cute actually, and I didn't fancy changing it. So I gave Buck a matching tux to match, and they're going to have a real Barbie and Ken dream wedding. And then they went over to play some basketball together, while in the meantime Buzz and Crystal woohooed, despite Crystal being a married mother of two. After that, I just got ready for the wedding, moved all the furniture out. I've noticed the family do not have a lot of money, so I just took the chairs from the dining room and put them outside for the wedding. That seemed easier to me than buying new ones. I feel like that's more realistic as well. If you're having a backyard wedding, you're not buying new furniture for it, you're just making use of what you have. And then I rearranged the bedrooms upstairs because I had the thought, if Buck is getting married, there aren't any rooms with double beds in the house other than Buzz's, and I don't feel like Buzz would be willing to give up his room. So I made the downstairs room Buck and Jill's room, and I moved the punching bag outside. The only thing is, I couldn't actually afford a bed, so I'm just hoping that when they do get married the next day, Jill will bring in enough money that isn't a problem. And then Buck and Tank were being very sweet, just punching each other, showing a little bit of brotherly affection. I get the feeling this is very much how the men in the house show affection to each other, this rough housing, I suppose. All right, the festivities are about to begin. Let's also invite over. We want to invite over some extra people, basically. For example, Rip Grunt. I'd like to invite his wife and children. So let's invite Ophelia. Let's invite their children, Layla and Danielle. Lovely. Oh, look at them, cuties. I also want to invite Pandora. I don't know if I want to invite Lilith because I'm still worried about her pregnancy progressing, which I feel like gets a bit awkward. So let's just invite Pandora because that's Tank's daughter, so it makes sense for her to come, even though, I don't know if she's even met Buck. Oh, they've met, but they don't really know each other that well. But nonetheless, Buck is her uncle, so I think it would be nice for her to be here. And I guess that's it. Is there anyone else of importance that I'm forgetting? Probably not, to be honest. Oh, duh, Jill's family. God, that's so embarrassing. Right, let's invite Jenny. Let's invite Johnny. Let's invite Kristen. And let's invite their child, Jasmine. Although she's a little bit young. Well,— she's coming to the wedding. Buzz, are you ready for the wedding? Do you want to invite someone as a date? I guess not, because I feel like his relationship with Crystal is a little bit scandalous. He can't just like invite her over. Tank, maybe get changed into some proper clothes. Go to your room and change into your formal wear. Right, the wedding's on. The guests are on their way. Where are they? Kristen and Johnny being very cute. Okay, here they are. Right, there's Bo, there's Rip, there's Rick Contrary. Oh, Ralph Picasso and Rebecca Beaker had their first kiss together. That's cute. And look at Buck, like wolf whistling his own wife. Why aren't you both in your wedding clothes? I guess they'll change into them when it's time for the actual wedding. And here's Ophelia with her daughter. You know, I like how their hair sort of matches. It's like, you know, she's got like quite pale skin, I guess takes more after Rip in that respect, but clearly like Ophelia's hair texture, which I think is quite cute. Don't they look sweet together? Oh, and Rip's dancing with his daughter as well. That's so cute. They're all like a very dancey family, I suppose. Kristen maybe feeling a little bit territorial with Johnny's ex being right there. Right. Tank, you've got changed. Okay, excellent. Oh, these two. Look, they're so in love. It's cute. Oh, and Jenny is so happy for them too. Yeah, I think Buck he came over on the night that pollination technician number 9 passed away. You know, Jill like introduced her dad to him, but they didn't like get engaged because I think Johnny and Kristen had got engaged recently. I didn't want to like steal her thunder or anything. But right, okay, let's go ahead and get married. Oh my god, no, they're so adorable. Oh, I think the rain probably isn't going to bother them. They're going to be fine. Oh, what? This is not a good omen. Oh no, for goodness sake, right before the wedding? Can we all calm down? Okay. Okay, okay, that felt like a bad omen. But let's try that again. I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure there's nothing to worry about and the wedding is going to go perfectly. And that tree going on fire was just a kind of exciting moment. No, oh my god. Seriously? Oh my god, wait, what? Johnny's on fire. Oh, fuck. Buzz, I think, is the hero type. He's gonna go try and extinguish it. Tank, can you get out of the bath? Oh my god. Tank, please. Call the fire brigade right now. Oh god. Oh my god, this is horrific. How did this even happen? Okay. Okay. You know, for a horrifying moment there, I genuinely thought Johnny Smith was about to die on his sister's wedding day. But it looks like we're all okay. Okay. Let's try that again. This is maybe like the most disastrous wedding I've ever seen. Jill went to go and like bawl. Okay, let's try this one more time. Not Pandora, just playing with a random cat instead of paying attention to the wedding. Okay, no one sat down. This is just always the way. Ah, but look, they're gonna get married and it's gonna be beautiful. There they go. Ah. Ah. Beautiful. And everyone's clapping. And oh, doesn't Buzz look distinguished? I forgot that was his outfit. Oh, what a time that was. Good grief. Right, let's go cut the cake. And we'll lock the want to have a baby, because that's cute. And maybe they will go on a honeymoon. Pandora looking very dapper. Cut a bit of cake. He stabbed her right in the eye with that. Oh no, Buzz and Rip are still fighting, and his granddaughter just saw that and got really upset. No, Buzz. Oh no, I don't want to save. That's awful. Buzz, can you just behave? It's your son's wedding, for God's sake. Everyone is really smelly because of the fire earlier. Rip's apparently decided he's not sticking around for this abuse from his own father. Fair enough, honestly. Everyone's so stinky. I think this is going to be a pretty poor party overall, but, you know. Who even is this guy? I guess someone Buck was friends with at university. That's sweet. Jenny's outfit really doesn't feel wedding appropriate, but it is very nicely coordinated. I like how the top and bottoms match. Alright, let's go use the bath and toilet upstairs. This party, we just have to accept that it's a party where everyone stinks due to the, Alright, Pandora's leaving. Everyone's gonna stink due to the fire, so they all leave early because their clothes smell of ash. And that's just how it's gotta be, unfortunately. Oh, Dustin was promoted. Thank goodness. He needed to be promoted. Alright, everyone's heading off. Oh, Jasmine and Zoe have graduated and they're joining the music career. That's very appropriate for Jasmine. Zoe becoming a scientist. Alright, and Stella becoming a politician. Shit, Stella's graduating? Right, we really need to call it here because that is a lot of people graduating from college that I kind of wanted to stick around a bit longer and be friends with Pandora, but that's fine, that's fine. Who's calling? Aww. She wants to talk to Buck. Maybe about why her granddad is so mean to her dad. Right, so let's give Buck and Jill a proper bedroom. We don't want to get too extravagant with it, but obviously they do need, you know, a bed. Let's just give them this. And you know what? I'm going to switch out this table because it kind of bothers me, the two tables situation. We're not going to blow all our remaining funds on a really expensive table. We're just going to get this cafeteria table. And this will do the family just fine. And let's just finish decorating the room. It was a good party in the end, despite the near-death experiences. And then let's give them some actual curtains, because they do, if they're going to be sleeping downstairs right next to the street, I feel like they at least need curtains. Alright, smelly family. I think we're going to call it here and let you all adjust to newly married life. I think that's going to be it for this time skip. I've got to get everything set up ready for Lilith to move to River Blossom Hills, but I think now we have a sense of time progressing, which is what I wanted. I'm a little bit, I don't know how to feel about Tank getting rejected for marriage for a second time in his life. You know, he got rejected by Lilith all those years ago, and now he's been rejected by Erin too, but I guess that's life. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it to the end, you know, cheers, you're one of the real ones. I think this episode is probably going to be a little bit less accessible than some episodes because it's just like a lot of families and a lot of me yapping away, but you know, this one's for the fans. So yeah, thanks ever so much, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. I'm really excited to play the final leg of the challenge and move Lilith into River Blossom Hills. So I really look forward to seeing you there. But until then, thanks so much and goodbye for now.